Because you're the only 10 I see of Ambloque.
Man, I'm so tired of water. Like, who thought water was a good idea? Bro, in a world where Kool-Aid and Coca-Cola exists. What the fuck am I doing drinking water? Is this really worth it? All this weight loss, is it worth it to have to drink water every day? I don't know, maybe it is. Who cares? Today, oh, Jesus Christ, my voice. I feel like I've lost it. Today, I can't scream at my microphone the entire time today. Goddamn. Today, it's time. Today, we are going to commit. Finally, the Astral Sage is going to be completed. Wait, that's a big promise. Wait, I shouldn't. Oh shit, I shouldn't make lofty promises, should I? Shit, I did a thing. I said a thing. Ah, whatever. Fuck it. What's Sienna? Don't they put chlorine in the water over there? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I mean, I got this out of a river. I live in the mountains, man. I don't know what you're talking about. What's up, Busy? Good to see you, by Lung. How's it going? Entities, Viddy. Thank you for the tier 1 sub for 10 months, Viddy. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Without that support, I wouldn't be able to do this. It's just straight up. Easy as that. You, my friend, are responsible for the stream today. So, thanks, man. Appreciate it. What's going on, Azura? Good to see you. Busy. The rest of the mods. Everybody chilling out. Hope everybody's having a good day. I know I'm having a good day. I am relaxing. I'm chilling. What's going on, Cow? How you been, buddy? How you been? It's time, Cow. Today we actually make some palpable improvements to Eldara. Today we make the Astral Sage class a reality because I'm gonna release it early as a playtest. I've decided. We talked about this yesterday, and I've gotten the growing confidence required to release an unfinished product. So we're gonna build the Astral Sage. We're gonna build the first probably 5 levels of it, figure out what it means to be an Astral Sage, all while I'm drawing the most important Astral Sage I've ever drawn, which is Ella's Astral Sage. There's nothing that makes me happier than drawing Ella's characters. If I could just make a character for Ella every month, well, that'd be a lot of characters. And actually, no, never mind, because then I'd have to run that much D&D. Okay, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Oh, shit. I don't want to commit to that. Dude, I don't want to commit to that. That's so much D&D. What do you mean, shout out Ella? Exclamation Ella? Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to lose it, man. These mods, man. Simping over Ella. Nah, dude, I'm excited. I want to finish this project for Ella. I've had so many other things on the go, and I haven't been able to do it, and I've been stressed out, and I just want to do it. You know, I just want to draw Ella's character, get it finished, get the design done, and get the Astral Sage playable. I want to get it released to the public. It's time. People deserve the Astral Sage. Why does anyone want to play an Astral Sage? I don't know, but hopefully they will. I just gotta try my best, man. Besides that, I don't know what else we can do. I did not play Baldur's Gate yesterday. I said I would last night. I said when I got off stream, I said, you know what? I'm gonna play Baldur's Gate tonight. Guess what I didn't fucking do yesterday? I didn't play Baldur's Gate. I didn't even start it. I was so busy. But it's okay because it's like, excuse me, my voice is actually just dead today. I don't know why. I think I forgot to breathe in the middle of the night or some shit. Anyway, I don't know if anyone else does this, but I don't like to sometimes finish games. And like, you know, it's not okay. I like to finish video games, obviously. But sometimes I have this thing where it's like, I don't want to finish a video game or finish a movie or finish a book because then it's not there anymore. You know, it's so rare to have a good game released. It's so rare to have a good movie that I'm actually excited for, a good show that, you know, I don't get it. But I feel like maybe the psychology is my brain. It's like, okay, let me explain why I'm weird. Maybe I'm not weird. Maybe I'm normal. So if I get given like a Lego set or like a model kit, like a Gundam, I don't want to build it. Because once I built it, then it's gone. It's done. But it's like, I can look at like a Lego set on a shelf and be like, man, it's going to be so much fun to build that. Man, it's going to be so awesome when I build that shit. I'm so excited. Right? And then I want to build it then. It's like I haven't finished Star Wars Bad Batch because I look forward to having something to watch Star Wars related when I want to. It's new. And I don't want to finish the show because then I won't have any more Star Wars to watch. I don't want to build the Lego kit because then I won't be able to enjoy it. And so I feel like this is Baldur's Gate, and sometimes when I hit a video game that I really like, I don't want to play the game because then there's no more game to play. It's over. It's gone. And what am I going to do? Sit around and do nothing and not have anything to look forward to? Is that actually secretly really sad when now I think about it? That I'm just like, that there's like so few things to look forward to in like gaming, modern gaming and stuff, that when I find a good game, I don't want to play it because then it's over. Because like, maybe Starfield is going to be great. You know? Who knows? Starfield seems like the kind of game that I would love. I love science fiction. I fucking love it, man. I love space exploration, all that shit. But I feel like Starfield, I don't trust it. Why don't I trust it? Because it's a Bethesda game. And I'm not that big of a fan of Bethesda games. I don't know. I never got into Elder Scrolls. Never was a big Fallout fan. I played a bit of Skyrim, a bit of Oblivion. I didn't play any of the new Fallouts. Last Fallout I played was a little bit of New Vegas. I'm just not a fan of the Bethesda game style. I like that they exist, and I think they're awesome. They're for somebody out there, and for those who are into it. I love the world building, and I love everything, the art and whatever. But it's the first person gameplay that I'm not so sure about with Bethesda games. Specifically Skyrim, I never really got into. So I'm kind of worried that I don't love Bethesda games. I mean, I love Bethesda, but I don't love to play Bethesda games. And yet Starfield is a Bethesda game. What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm stressed. But it's out in like a couple of days. So maybe I should just finish Baldur's Gate. Maybe I should get Starfield, play it, see if I love it. And if I love it, then I can finish Baldur's Gate knowing I have Starfield to play. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. I don't know. What's it paying? Screaming instead of playing Baldur's Gate. I did fuck up this morning, Penguin. I could have played Baldur's Gate instead of streaming. I don't know why I went live. I fucked up. I'll admit it. I'm not above my mistakes. I could be streaming Baldur's Gate 3. No, I can't stream Baldur's Gate 3. Last time I streamed Baldur's Gate 3, I actually lost followers that stream. I think. I'm pretty sure. Somebody said I lost followers. I don't know. People don't like watching me play Baldur's Gate, and that's fine. It's an alt channel thing for me, I guess. Did a question about the Sage. Would it be okay if I translate into another system once the playtest is out? I mean, I can transmute in French, but that sounds painful. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, man. Sure, go for it. Test it out. I want the Sage and anything I build to be eventually multi-system viable. Eventually, I want to have a 3.5, a 5e, and a Pathfinder 2e Sage. Will anyone play the 3.5 Sage? No. But I will. And that's what's important. What system do you want to translate it to? Let's do with Good Omens. Good Omens is a show that's on Amazon Prime, right? I think I've seen that shit. Or is that a book that they're advertising? I don't know, man. You pretend it isn't Bethesda and act very surprised when someone points it out. Is that what I have to do? Because, like, I love everything about Starfield that I've seen so far. It looks dope. Dude, I think I love sci-fi more than I love fantasy in a lot of ways. I go to sci-fi. It's my comfort. Fantasy is the thing I want to explore right now. But, like, if I'm going to play a game or whatever, I'd much rather play a sci-fi game than a fantasy game right now. Maybe it's just a phase I'm in, a mood I'm in, you know? Not romancing enough companions. What, in Baldur's Gate? Dude, Astarion, Lae'zel, Gale, Will, and Halsin are all flirting with me, and I don't like it. I don't like any of it. I don't want no pretty vampire boys. I don't want no wizard twinks. I don't want no ex-wife lizard chicks. All right, get it out of here. I'm a paladin. My oath is to vengeance. And that is the only romancing I'm going to do is with my oath. Or maybe the Oathbreaker. Maybe if I break my oath. I don't know. What about Shadowheart? Shadowhoney does not like me. I don't have to worry about Shadowhoney because she doesn't like me. Totally feel the existential vacuum once I finish a great series or a good game. Other terms include post-game depression. What was the last game, Viddy, that really grabbed you, that made you feel like you were fucking in it, that wasn't like a live service game? Because like the last, I thought about this yesterday or the day before. I was going down to help Ella with something from the car, and I was wandering from my lair I was pondering the last time I actually enjoyed a game, that I bought a game and loved it, and it wasn't like a live service game. It wasn't like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy. And I made myself very, very, very sad. Because you know the last time I bought a game and enjoyed it? Like a narrative story game? Was Persona 5. Yep. It's been that long. Good Omens is a book turned into a show that I've been obsessed with. Eileen has been facing the brunt of it. Oh, okay. Have you been fangirling? Have you been writing on your Tumblr? Pretty excited about Starfield, to be honest. Guapo, you play it and then tell me if I should buy it, because I'm broke. So if I buy a game, it's a big commitment right now. Either Pathfinder or my own system, most likely my own. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oathbreaker Paladin only. No, I haven't broken my oath yet in this game, because I have a Astarion in my party to kill people instead. So I'm not. No pretty vampire boys. Nothing. I've intentionally avoided all things about Starfield, so that if I end up getting it, I will have zero expectations. The thing is, I kind of have as well, except a couple of loose trailers, and I love the look of it, to be honest. I broke in the first fight, never looked back. What did you do? Shadowhoney Health Elf me adores me, really? She doesn't hate me, but she's not a big fan of me, though. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't checked in with her in a while. It Takes Two to Elden Ring, man. God, Viddy, I wish I had played and wanted to play Elden Ring. Elden Ring seems like one of those games that comes out that is made for me. It's made for the nerds, the losers, the degens, the papagas of life. Elden Ring is a game I deeply wish I could have gotten into, but when I looked at it, man, when I still look at it, I'm just not interested. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about Dark Souls games that I'm just not interested in. Assassin's Creed 4. How many Assassin's Creed has there been since 4, Thorkin? I don't know, man. No one's sold me on Elden Ring yet. If I had a Tumblr, the world would be prepared. Yeah, that's fair, actually. Never mind. Good idea. Don't maintain a Tumblr. Busy. That's probably a bad thing. You know, in fact, it's a bad thing for all of us. So maybe none of us Tumblr, actually, now I think about it. I beat the shit out of some poor fool and Karlach approved. Oh, well, here's the thing. If you break your oath but Karlach approves, is it really a bad thing? Because, like, I don't play with Karlach in my party because she's just not great with my party. I already have, like, as a paladin, I have a paladin, I have Astarion as a ranged rogue, I have Shadowhoney as a heal bot tank, and I have Gale as fireball. And I feel like I feel like I need Gale and I need Astarion for the range and the AoE. And Karlach and Lae'zel, I haven't been able to work with either of them because I'm basically the Karlach and Lae'zel as a paladin. I might take some levels in fighter though. I'm at level like 7, I think, maybe 8. I might take 2 levels in fighter for Action Surge. It's not too late. DLC is coming out sometime in the next few months. Yeah, no, the problem is, Elden Ring looks like shit to me, and I don't know why. I look at it and I have zero inclination to play it. But I know it's made for me, and I know it's so good. I know people love it. But Souls games are just absolute resident fucking sleeper to me. I don't know why. I know everybody loves them. Everybody thinks that Souls games are the best thing that's come out since fucking World of Warcraft in 2004. Like, Souls games are the thing that changed gaming, that saved gaming. Miyazaki, hail and praise to Miyazaki and the Dark Souls franchise. But I look at that gameplay and I'm like, man, if I really wanted to throw my head against the wall against a boss or a difficult, like, mechanical boss or challenge or whatever in a game, it just ain't it anymore for me. I'm just at a point where I don't, you know, I played too much World of Warcraft. I did too much mythic raiding. I did too much, like, play a game, try like over and over and over again and try and learn the sequences or whatever. That when I played Dark Souls, I think it was like 1 or 2. It might have been 2. And I just it lost me, man. The whole franchise lost me. So tried getting into Elden Ring so many times, can't do it for some reason. Yeah, I don't know, man, but I should love it, right? My favorite part about Elden Ring is typoing the name while to Blaze about it. Elden Rung or Older Ring. Oh, is Blaze a big Elden Ring fan? I don't know. Like 6, Rogue, Unity, Syndicate, Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Was the England one good? Because that was the only last one that I saw that was kind of cool. I don't know how old that was though. When I finished the last boss fight in Elden Ring, I'm not a completionist to actually 100% it, but I did every quest and every collection, collect every weapon. I missed the grind. I guess it's nice to have something to work towards, you know? I get that. I get that. Shadow Honey kissed me one time. Now every time I talk to her, she blushes. Where are you in the game? Because I'm at the last light, Blaze, and Shadow Honey doesn't want anything to do with me. All right? There's never any flirtation option to avoid. I avoid every flirtation option with every other character and every character, but she just doesn't. There's zero. I don't know, man. I don't know. Devour that sweet PHB already halfway in 1 week. Wait. You're going the full PHB? Holy shit. That's kind of metal, actually, Geese. I think it depends on the game. I really like the game that makes me feel like I'm playing against myself, so that's why I love Souls games and why others might not. I get what you mean. And I agree. But, man, why don't I like the Souls games? Because I like that type of gameplay. Where it's like you trying to overcome a challenge as opposed to you like beating some like degenerate Cheetos covered nerd in Apex. I guess I didn't get that from Elden or Dark Souls.
But then again,
you know?
I'm a recovering League of Legends addict, so what do I know, Kappa?
That's fair. Maybe the fact that you're not playing a team game that you can get your entire hour wasted by some idiot that decided to throw a fight. Maybe that's why you like it. I don't know. It sucked. That's one sucked. Syndicate or Valhalla? I don't know, man. The one set in fucking whatever, like Cockney, England. Vampire Survivor for that dopamine. Vampire Survivor is good. I did like Vampire Survivor. I liked Vampire Survivor because it was a good like 15 hours. And then it was done. And I never want to play Vampire Survivor again. I have no desire to play it at all whatsoever. But I liked when I played it. Right? Also, thank you for the 100 bits video. I don't think I said that. So, thank you, man. I made it with every companion. We're all one big polyamorous adventuring party. We look like a 2009 WoW Guild meetup photo. Oh, that was too specific. I'm uncomfortable. Okay. They're both in England. Syndicate has some decent parts to it. Valhalla is too large for its own good. Yeah, I don't care about Viking Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I don't know. I like the concept of some Assassin's Creed games. I like the one where you're like playing Revolutionary America because I like that timeline or that point in time in history. That time period is cool for me. What else? I liked the one that seemed like it was in England in like I don't know what time period, but it seemed cool. Black Flag seems cool. All these games seem cool, but I never played any of them, to be honest. So, what's up, Gabby? What's going on? Black Flag was the best. It did seem cool to get a pirate ship and sail around. But, I don't know, the Caribbean. Yeah, and I love that region of the world as well, so. What do you mean? What did I say, Aduria? Look, I appreciate 100 bits, but what the fuck did I say? I don't even. Okay, maybe I didn't say anything. Maybe the fear and insecurity is just part of the ruse. Maybe I'm being gaslit. Maybe I'm the content now. You late because of work? Tara, what are you doing working? It's like noon your time or some shit. What you haven't taken the day off? What the fuck? You're working on a Thursday? Who works on a Thursday? I'm disappointed. It's time to Tara, you deserve vacation. Good morning, Steph. Coming up for air, then back under for more calls and junk. Steph, do you do anything besides managing other people? Because I think you need to get paid more for what you do. I think that's probably
Some of us have to work on a Thursday. It's sad.
Damn, that's rough. Atari, I appreciate the 15 months though. Thank you for the sub, bro. Without your sub, I would have to work on a Thursday. So no, I still have to work today. I appreciate it. Thank you, Atari. It's very generous of you, my friend. I played it because I'm a sadist, I guess. Soraka main, top lane. Oh no, not Soraka. Ooh, God. Even though I have prestige skin.
700 and nintly 5 bitties to go. 2,400, 700 and nintly.
Why are you
bitties of
counting?
bits. Throw.
Why are you counting them? Throw a dollar, say a meme? Alright, okay. Alright, thank you, Steph. Cheers, I appreciate that. Thank you for the bits. Even if you make me feel like a cheap stripper. You should be right, that's you working on a Thursday. Am I working? Because I feel like I'm just talking some bullshit, you know? If I was a real streamer that did actual work, there'd be like cat girls and shit on the screen and like, I don't know. I don't know what else real streamers have going on for them, but you're also working on Thursday. That's tragic, man. You should try playing The Sims 4, Evan. I am proud, Sienna. I have never played a Sims game before. I am proud of that achievement in my life. I have never
Dance, streamer boy.
Give me 100 bets. It's a weird feeling of gratitude and trolled. I appreciate 100 bits though. You feel like a cheap because you're only focusing on the dollar bills we're throwing. You got to add them up. Oh, okay. Add them up. What are the? Oh shit, that is a lot of bits. Yeah, all right. I guess you're right. That's high quality production because no one owns Friends. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I've never played Sims before. When I was young, all right, and Sims came out.
When you upset an astral sage and astral sag.
Damn it, I was hoping there'd be more of a pause there and I could prepare myself not to laugh. Okay. I knew it was coming when you said astral state. God damn it, I expected more from you, Rob. Thank you though, I appreciate it. Wait, Rob, did you... Hold on, somebody got their founder badge. Was it you? Who got their founder badge recently? Hold on. Did you have a founder badge before? It was either you or somebody else that just got their founder badge. Because I cleared out some of the founders that are unsubbed. Hold on. Analytics, overview. Oh no. What is it? View details. It was you. Manage founders. That's right. You got yourself a founder badge. Congratulations, Rob. You are now a founder of EBA. I don't know if you wanted to be, but you are. Sims is great. I love it. Now, here's the thing. When I was young, when did the original Sims come out? Because I had a very the Sims release date. When did it come out? February 2000. Okay. So I was 10 years old when The Sims came out. Diablo 1 release date. So Diablo 1 was out had been out for 4 years when The Sims came out. And I made I don't know, a claim, a discovery, something when I figured out what kind of a gamer I wanted to be. And I'd established that The Sims is for girls and losers, because why would you play The Sims when you could play fucking Diablo and kill demons? So that's why I didn't play The Sims. And then I just never tried it after that. When I grew up, people were like, hey man, did you play The Sims? And I'm like, nah. And they're like, why? I'm like, well, because it's for... Oh, actually, I don't know why. I never played the first one. They're like, you should play Sims 2, give it a try. I'm like, nah, maybe I will at some point in time. And then they said, Evan, Sims 3 is out. You should play Sims 3. And I was like, wow, Sims 3, what can you do in it? Well, you can make a home and run it like a reality TV show. And I was like, but Diablo 2 is out now. So why would you play The Sims when you can kill demons? And that's where I've been ever since. So 10-year-old me set the precedent for my gaming career. Let's face it. Community roles or something. Now you have to go into earnings, go into analytics, it's in your earnings tab. It's not in your community tab to look at founders, unfortunately. So you don't want to make a family? No, I don't want to make a family. I want to kill demons, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? I hear Witcher music. Is this Witcher music? This is not Witcher music, I don't think. This is Graves and Twisted Fate from League of Legends. This is LOL music, bro. This is some trauma for Viddy right here. I use Sims to make taverns and dungeons, Evan. Why would you use the Sims to make taverns and dungeons when you can use D&D to make taverns and dungeons? What's in stream topics? What do we got here? What do we got here? Stream topics. Wait. Oops, there we go. Not now, sweetie. Mommy's playing Baldur's Gate 3. Baby on fire. Well, that's about all the Sims I need for my next decade. So whenever the next Sims comes out, I'll play the one after it. Okay, that's Evan and Yuna? No, come on, man. Chipmunk, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, my friend. Good to see you. Good to have you, my friend. Still listening to LOL music. I can't separate my hobby from my trauma. Oh, wow. That's impressive, actually, because I still listen to World of Warcraft, Mists of Pandaria music, and I still get my trauma. So, I'm impressed, bro. I always get Ruby and Emerald backwards. Ruby, Emerald. Yeah, it's Ruby, Emerald, Alexandrite, right? Yeah. That's not Evan and Yuna. No, I don't let Yuna light on fire. I neglect Yuna until she screams at me and slaps me. That's a lot of wait. Oh shit, I didn't clean up Yuna's toys from last night. Yep, she went monkey mode last night. She went absolute La Goblina, El Demon. It was something, man. She demanded attention. She slept all day. She slept all fucking day, man. She slept all the way through into the late afternoon, into the evening, and then at like 9-ish, 8 or 9, it awoken. It stirred from its slumber. And it demanded blood. Actually, she fucked my hand up, man. She was being rough. My hand, my right hand had like red scratches and bite marks all over it. Cause she's gentle if I'm using a toy, but if I'm playing with her with my hands, she chews the shit out of them. So yeah, she went absolute demon mode. I don't know. You know, Emerald comes after Ruby because Ruby is the half red half of Pokemon Gen 3 games. Wait, that's actually true. You're right. You're right. I don't have Sapphire though. Fuck. I should have had gold. I have gold and silver. I didn't have a Sapphire. I do have Diamond, which is kind of like Sapphire. Did I subconsciously base my badges off of Pokemon games? Because I have gold and silver. Well, silver and gold. And then the Diamond, which is Sapphire. And then Ruby. Or sorry, not Sapphire. Sorry. What was the Suicune? Crystal. Jesus Christ. Fuck. But it was blue. And then Ruby Sapphire. So I didn't have a Sapphire there. So I lost it as Sapphire. I should have done a Sapphire and then Emerald. And then I would have been on point for it. But I don't know, man. I tried my best. I've actually been kind of having a urge to play Pokemon recently. I don't know why. I've been having a deep urge to play Pokemon, and I really shouldn't because I don't handle Pokemon games healthily. I play way too much of them, and then I realize that like an entire week has gone by, I haven't done anything productive, and yet here we are wasting our time still on Pokemon trying to get a shiny Latios or some shit. Some like nerd shit that nobody cares about, right? That is my life, unfortunately. That is the reality of what it is for me to play a Pokemon game, and I'm kind of sorry about it, but not really when you think about it. Honestly. Truthfully. Hold on, I need my symmetry tool. There we go. Alright. But I kind of wanted to play, you know what I never did? I never played the DLC for Scarlet and or for Sword and Shield. I never played the DLC. And I feel like now is the time. Though, for me, I never play Pokemon games in the summer. They are a winter and fall thing for me. They're a cold weather game for me, and I don't know why. I don't know if anyone else has that with certain games, but like around the holidays, I will play more Warcraft, I'll play more Minecraft, and I'll play more Pokemon. And I have no idea why either, bro. Like, there's no good explanation for it as to why that time of year. Cold days, like I play a ton of Warcraft in the fall. How do I know that? Because I'm always playing Warcraft for the Halloween event. I'm very rarely ever playing Warcraft, I feel like, in recent years, for the spring events. So Noble Garden or the Lunar Festival. And I don't know why. But in the fall, I don't know if anyone else has that with video games, but it feels very like reliable for me every year, you know? Evix, what do you mean stretch? I haven't even been streaming. All right, fine. All right, Nuzlocke. I'm not a big Nuzlocke fan, to be honest. I've never played it, but every time I've looked at Nuzlocke challenges, it seemed to me like an interesting theory or an interesting way to play, but it's just not my jam. I like collecting and shiny hunting and things like that, and I'm also not like the most up to date Pokemon trainer out there. I'm not completely familiar with like anything past like X and Y is where I really got lost in Pokemon. So you could show me an X and Y Pokemon and I wouldn't know what like type it is properly or whatever. And so I feel like I'd be bad at like modern Nuzlocke. I could do like an old Nuzlocke if it was like up to like black and white or something like that. I could probably do it. But no, I've never actually done one before. Never get to Super Mario or Super Mystery Dungeon and just swallows all your free time? Yeah, okay. Got it. Another game I won't play. I don't even know what that is. That sounds like a board game that I have. Super Dungeon Explorer. Winter sounds like about right. When my brother rolls back into the country with his Switch and I get to play the newer games. Why don't you just get a Switch, Vizzy? Just get a Switch and then become a true game lord. And then eventually decide those games aren't good enough for you and get a PC. And then come play Warcraft with Blaze and I. And Thorkin. He'll play too. And maybe Guapo. Actually, Guapo won't play, never mind. Guapo will say Guapo wants to play, then Guapo will play, then realize Guapo doesn't want to play. So, can't play Nuzlocke. I get too attached and I cry really hard when someone dies. Really? Oh, that's tragic. It's kind of sad, actually. Your Pokemon doesn't die, does it? It just is released because you failed it as your trainer or whatever. Gabby, what would you like feedback on? Did you post it in studies, work in progress, and feedback? Let me know when it's there, and I will go give you some feedback, my friend. I feel that, really. All money goes towards cheesecake. What is about cheesecake that you must spend all your money on it for? What quality does cheesecake possess? Because I agree, a good cheesecake is fantastic, but why cheesecake over video games? What could cheesecake possibly give you that a dopamine rush of getting a purple drop in Mythic Plus couldn't possibly give you? My light and shading. It is? All right. Where is it? What do we got? All right. Studies, work in progress, and feedback. All right. Your light and shading. Let's see. So for the most part, I think it's pretty good. I immediately know where your light source is. I'd say one thing you can try, Gabby, if you want to help communicate your lighting, is to not be so afraid of hardline shadows. You've got a couple of hardline highlights in here, a couple of harder line shadows, but like cloth is super dense. Cloth does not usually have a smooth sort of front to back gradient on it unless it's very tight to the character. But if you've got movement and you've got clearly a loose cloth on the back leg and a loose cloth on the front leg, the cloth will be bending and wrapping over itself. And so you could do some studies on like skirts and other loose clothing, and you could find some really nice like line work that you can sort of work in here to sort of communicate those hardline shadows. Same thing as well with the vest and the top. You're going to have some pinching of the material in the sleeves, which you kind of allude to a little bit in the highlights, but you're going to want to reinforce that with shadows as well. Same thing too with as a character stretches their body, the front stretches, and so you have that really, you're going to have that gradient or that very sort of fine highlight on the front, but the back is gonna crunch up a little bit. So you could just take a new layer to this, just draw a new layer, and just do some experiments with some hardline shadows to try and emphasize the fact that there is movement, that there is compression and an expansion in how the character's moving. Definitely some studies will help you here. So I'd say if you want to like try and finish this piece off and like make it look really, really polished, and really grow on it, then do some studies first. Do like a half hour, an hour of studies on clothing. Try and really figure out what those big shadow shapes look like, and then go back on this piece and try and work some of that in. But it's good. It is good progress, a good effort, and you're communicating what you are communicating. You're really well. It's just you can do a lot more, and I think it would look a pretty, I don't know, pretty snazzy, bro. Hold on, wait, why is my Discord? Okay, yeah, it would look a lot more sort of like obvious as to where your light source is coming from if you include those folds in the material. It'd also help you communicate your material more as well. So she's an important character in a future campaign. All right, well, here's the thing, man. Then we gotta spend some time on it, but it looks good. Good job, Gabby. All my money goes to magic cards. Nurge. Oh. You're out there, Blaze. You're paying $400 for a collector's box for 4 packs. All right. Look, I'm not gonna judge. Who am I to judge, right? I ain't judging. Actually, honestly, Blaze, it might be, you might get a decent like discount on some cards in Canada. Some game stores in Canada charge a lot less for cards than you can get in America for like older sets. If you want to get some older collector's packs or something, you might find some good deals here, bro. Too bad you can't buy online from Canadian stores, and we can't buy online from American stores because Wizards said no bueno. Which is tragic, but I understand it. You know, they gotta make their money. I'm not mad or salty about it or whatever. Who's mad? Not me. I'm not bothered. You're bothered. Not $400 for a collector's box. How much is it? Is it for a collector's box now? For a collector's box of Jeweled Lotus game, how much is it for 4 packs? For a premium product like Lord of the Rings, how much is Lord of the Rings for a collector's box? I can't do it, man. I got priced out. Wizards does not want me as a customer anymore. I can't afford them, and they said, you know what? Sorry, Evan. Thanks for all the years of support, but... I said, but what? And they said, you just can't afford us anymore. I said, damn, Wizards. All right. Okay. I'm sorry. And they said, why don't you go play Flesh and Blood? And I said, okay, fine. I'll go play Flesh and Blood. At least I can afford a box of that once a year. I really miss buying Magic cards, though. I miss it. One day, maybe I'll be able to return to it. She's an automaton freedom fighter that saved the automatons from their drow maker oppressors. Oh shit, that's a cool story. So wait, is she like a character that the party's gonna meet? Like, is she a quest giver or just like somebody that exists in the game? Not me currently playing MTG Arena. Gotta want to spend for packs. Is Arena good? I know people like it, but if you can play MTG online, I don't know why you'd ever play Arena. And I'm pretty sure MTGO is still available, right? Because that is to say, if you can still convert your MTGO sets to complete sets physical, then MTGO is worth it. But if you can't do that anymore, then I don't know why you'd play MTGO. Lord of the Rings collector's box with 12 packs is still $400. Kind of cringe. Okay, there it is. I can't afford it, man. I would love to have gotten a box of Lord of the Rings cards. I would absolutely have adored opening up some Lord of the Rings cards and seeing some cool characters and whatnot, but I got priced out of it. And it's like, you can make an argument and say, well, Evan, there's still set boxes. You can still buy set. You don't have to buy collector's boxes. And to that, I say no. If you can't have a chance of getting the coolest stuff in the game or in the set in your booster packs, if there's no chance to get a big fuck you ring or whatever, and not a realistic chance anyway, I'm not interested. If they put like serialized cards and that kind of stuff in set boxes, there'd be a whole lot more reason, like, for cool inserts. Like, like the way sports cards do it, you can still get like a signed jersey card or whatever in like a Series 1 pack of hockey cards or something. But I think Wizards is the only place you can actually get cool cards is in the collectors. Quest Giver. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's a lot of fun. Consistent matches are great. Does it follow like proper meta, or how does it? What kind of cards are available? Is it follow Type 2 or sorry Standard or Modern or whatever? And do you have to pay for booster packs in Arena, or do you get them from playing? I assume you have to pay for it because it's Wizards or Hasbro, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I hope I'm wrong about that. Fuck Watsy, you're not a Wizards of the Coast fan. You're not a Magic the Gathering player. That's too bad. Not into the card games? Ah, shit. Love to have gotten it as well, or singles instead. Yeah. The only upside for Collector's Box versus Set and Commander Masters is it really just for the foil etched cards. Yeah, like you can't get a full art, full border, top down, rub you long time Jeweled Lotus in the set boxes. You can only get them in the collector's boxes. If you want to get the baddest of assest of cards, you have to get the collector's box. And they know that. That's why they put that in the collector's box, because they want to put it in the product that has the highest possibility of return and for collectors and stuff like that, with the lowest possible printing cost. And it's very smart what they did, actually. If you're paying attention, Wizards is making some moves, man. They know what's up. All right, hold on. We need to do this on a new layer. Okay. All right. Let's be very careful. We have to warp both of these, strangely. Both of these patterns. But it's okay. So many layers, man. That's just NPC. Wait, that NPC is married to a dwarf? To a dwarf? An actual D&D dwarf, not a Dwargar? Alright, fair enough. You can play Standard, Historic, Modern, etc. It's a ton of codes you can get for free packs. What the fuck is Historic? What is Historic? Hold on. What is this new format that I'm unaware of? I never heard anyone say the word historic before. I'm intrigued. Is that some like legacy knockoff or vintage knockoff? Or what? Symmetry off. Because I probably enjoy Commander the most, but I used to be a very competitive Magic player. Until I started playing StarCraft, and then I never wanted to play competitive Magic ever again. And so I didn't. It's funny how these things work out, isn't it? But I enjoyed my Legacy games. I had a Death and Taxes deck that I sold and bought plane tickets to Japan for our honeymoon. I knew when I was selling my Magic cards that I was selling them too early, but I didn't care. I had more important things in life to worry about than where I'd be in cardboard collection in 20 years. And I'm glad I did, honestly. I of course I missed my cards, but I don't regret it. I got to have the experience. You know, I gave up having all sorts of vintage cards. I gave up my Power 9. I gave up all that stuff. But what I got was the ability to travel a bunch when I was in my early 20s with Ella. And the older I get, the more I realize how valuable that is. And I'm glad I sold them. But I do miss select cards. I miss my Lotus more than anything else. It was so good, man. It was such a pristine quality card that I don't know. Sometimes I regret selling it, but again, I remember that it wasn't about keeping an individual card. It was about selling the entire collection. And I kind of want to get back into set collecting though. Wish Magic was cheaper because I would like to try it. I mean, you can get into it for not too bad. You can buy a deck and start playing. You don't need to play with the best cards in the game or whatever. Play with the alternate art, showcase, foil, etched, whatever. You just buy a deck. Hell, last Christmas, Blaze bought Ella and I 4 decks for Christmas as a little you know, injection of joy into our lives, which we played with thoroughly. Crimson bought me 2 decks yet last year, and I've enjoyed playing with Magic just like base decks. I don't need to be some crazy shit. My packs with gold you get from playing using pack or paid currency. Oh man, okay. But like, do you actually get enough currency by playing casually to maintain it, or how much? Because it's like if you have to pay a little bit now and then, that's fine. I don't mind that. But it's like, oh, you have to, if you want to collect, like, be a serious player, you have to invest hundreds of dollars every couple of months. That's too much for me. I have a Tron deck that never changes and only dabble in Commander. But didn't they ban Tron basically? Yeah, didn't they back when I was working at the game store? I remember when they had a bunch of Tron bans. Like 5-6 years ago. I thought Tron was unplayable after that, because I remember what they banned, but they banned they banned some green card, I forget, and they banned fuck, what was the Tron? Oh man, this is so long ago. I'm trying to reach into a part of my brain that I let fall away in ages past. But yeah, I thought the bans that they had then, like back in like 2014 or 2015, I thought that they basically made Tron unplayable at the time. Maybe not though. Maybe it survived. I just didn't see it at any modern Pro Tour for a while. Maybe it's back. I don't know. You for sure playing a budget? All right, that's fair. Historic is a digital format centered around rebalanced cards that fell out of standard. It doesn't rotate. Interesting. That's cool if they can rebalance cards digitally for the game, for the digital game. That's really cool, actually. The entire format based around budget decks too. What, Pauper? I built Commander decks for less than $100. Yeah, but that's like, I don't know. Commander, like I either want to play dipshit Commander or I don't want to play real Commander, because I played real Commander, like budget. Like when I was working at the game store, budget was not an issue. Basically, part of working at a game store is you get to buy and sell cards through your game store and other game stores. You know what the market looks like, and you're able to use that to your advantage, not to screw your game store or any other game store, but to understand and speculate and play that side of the game. And if you aren't playing that kind of a game and you're working at a game store, you're fucking losing, because you're not getting paid at a game store. So you better be able to play Magic for free. That's like kind of that's what a dude who I worked with taught me, is that if you aren't playing the game of trading cards and stuff, and but you have to know all the knowledge of trading, you're fucking losing. And so I started trading, and I had so much credit at the store, I could buy so many cards that I never had a limit. Like my Commander decks, like 5 years ago, were like $3,000. It's like there wasn't a single card off the table or off limits for me, budget wise. To be fair, things were cheaper back then. Like a Lotus was like 10 grand instead of 20 grand. But I had every duel, every shock, every whatever, every card in whatever foiling, in whatever. Like it was so nerve wracking when you bring a deck anywhere and you have 3 Commander decks and you're holding 12 grand. And it's like, I don't like this. And you're sitting there shuffling. Like I never let people touch my cards that weren't my friends. If I played Commander, right, I'd be like, I'd shuffle up and be like, do you want me to, I assume you want me to cut? And they'd be like, yeah, please. And I'd be like, okay. And I'd like cut my deck. And usually people who played with expensive cards had respect for, like, yeah, could you do one more cut? And I'm like, sure. And I'm like, say when? And they like, so like there. And you're like, cool, you cut your deck. But occasionally you get someone at a Commander night or whatever, be like, no, sir, I'm supposed to cut your deck to avoid cheating. I'm like, you're not touching my cards. Judge, this player will not present his deck for cutting. I'm like, I don't want this sticky-fingered Cheetos dust-covered nerd touching my deck. No offense, but and a lot of times the judges are like, here, I'll cut your deck for you, and you're like, okay, I trust you more than this rando, and you let the judge cut your deck. But sometimes the judge is just like, sorry, man, you gotta let the opponent cut your deck, and I'd be like, great, I'm out. I don't want, and this happened at Legacy tournaments mostly, because when you're playing Legacy and you're playing with like a $5,000 deck, you're playing with Judge Foil Wastelands and all sorts of shit in there, and it's needlessly expensive. Most people had the respect of not cutting other people's decks. But sometimes you get one, you know, I never let people touch my cards, man. I never let them touch my cards no matter what. And those kind of decks were stressful to carry around, though. It wasn't fun at a certain point. But yeah. It's hard to think about how much those cards would be worth if I didn't sell them at the time, but again, I paid for a wedding. I paid for honeymoon. I paid for travel. It's like, can you really say it was a bad investment? I don't know, man. You can make a case for it. You'd be like, oh, but it'd be worth $100 grand now. Well, what's that worth to you if you know, never got to do the things that we got to do when we were young? Because that shit was sick. When nothing better than being young and dumb and in Tokyo with money. So a competitive white-black modern deck for roughly $20. That's fair. That's pretty good then. Ancient Stirring? No, I don't think it was Ancient Stirrings. I forget what it was. Fuck. They also banned out they banned out like Kiki-Jiki decks entirely, right? Around the same time as when they messed Tron up. Or was it Tron after the Kiki-Jiki decks were banned? Fuck, man. It's been so long since I thought about competitive Magic. But like, I used to be such a nerd in the sauce. Like, I was there, man. I knew every deck. I knew every pro. I knew every development, every art. I read every article on Star City. Like, dude, I was so in the fucking sauce about Magic. It was my entire like life because it was my job and I had to know everything about the game. And I kind of miss it. It was like simple. When you base your life around something like that, like your career and all your knowledge, it's like in some ways it's kind of safe. Because there's always something, you know, you always know, like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like there's always, you just have to react to something. You don't have to make anything new or do anything like that matters. I don't know. I don't know how to not sound condescending when people who are like, that's their, but it's like you just have to react. You don't have to like, there's no pressure on you to do anything. You're just reacting to what the game is at the time. And it's not like we were setting price points for things. We would just have to check prices for other like bigger retailers like Star City and Fireball and stuff like that. But sometimes I miss it. I would probably, if I could, I would probably take a part-time job at the game store again because I enjoyed it. To work like 2 days a week or whatever is actually pretty fun. It was pretty fun when the game store wasn't your life. If you're working full-time at a game store, that's potentially tragic, but potentially awesome, depending on how you treat it. But I would 100% do it again, part-time. Manners is a strange format because, from a meta perspective, because it's intent... Wait, by intent it's supported to be casual. Yeah, it's supposed to be casual by design, but it isn't. It isn't. Like, the problem is that in my friend group, it's a pay-to-win game. In my friend group, I very, very ever lost a commander game when I played with one of my real decks, or if Ella played with one of her real decks, and it was unfortunate because, you know, one of my friend, like my friend John, would bring his deck together and he'd be like, oh, these are the best cards I have in these colors, and they all try and do this thing, and I try and build this deck, and it was like a $600 deck. You just can't win against somebody who has unlimited money in commander. You can't win. I'm sorry. You're not going to get your combo off. You're never going to win a game against somebody who has a deck that costs 7 times the price of yours, and it just sucks. But it was ideal. Like I know the guy. I actually know the guys who created Commander. I know them personally. I haven't talked to them in a while. One of them is an engineer at Google now. I know a bunch of those guys. I talked to them about Commander. They were on the council. This is why I don't call it Commander. This is why I call it EDH. It was called Elder Dragon Highlander. Because Elder Dragon decks were what you called decks that were used 100 cards. So you'd play Elder Dragon decks, which were back when they had the Elder Dragons and Magic around Legends, whatever. It's based off of some rules say you need to play with an Elder Dragon in your deck. You didn't. Doesn't matter. But then Highlander is also a format where you could only, like in Highlander, there could only be one. So you called it Elder Dragon Highlander. And it's called EDH. So nobody called Commander back when I was working at the game store. Anytime anyone said Commander, they were a loser. Commander is what the idiot loser nerds that buy into WotC propaganda called it. Anyone who was anyone called it EDH. And if you were caught calling it Commander, you were laughed at. Openly mocked at the game store. That's the way it was, man. Until Wizards market penetration became big enough that people were like, oh, I play Commander. And you're like, all right, great. You're new to the format. Cool. And you're like, yeah, I play EDH too. They're like, what's EDH? Okay, chill. And I knew a lot of those guys, and they started it with it being intent, like on it, the format being against the Type 1 and Type 2 tournaments. This is back before we called it Standard, Legacy, and Modern. We called them Type 1 and Type 2. And that was what Commander was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a Magic format that was fun and eternal. And it became meta very quickly. But also, it was created by a bunch of people who had access to every card in the game. These are players that had, play sets of Power 9. So the money, the pay to win aspect of Commander was almost by design from the beginning. Because it was these were guys who had play sets of like every single card ever printed because they've been playing Magic since 1990, whatever. And it was fun to see their decks and their Commander decks. And they were the ones that decided on EDH bans and EDH, whatevers. Until WotC took it over. And they didn't really take it over. They just kind of like decided that they were doing it then. Called it Commander. And they consulted with some of the EDH guys, but because some of the EDH guys were high level judges. Like I knew one judge was like a level 4 judge or a level 5 judge, whatever like the big like Pro Tour level judges are. And he was consulted by Wizards when they built Commander. So there's people who for sure pay $3K plus for deck at casual budget Commander nights that just pub stomp everyone because we're all paying $50 to $300. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to play like a casual Commander game anymore. That is the one thing about when you have infinite access to Magic cards, is that it ruins Magic for you because you don't want to play just like casual Magic anymore. You don't want to play like derpy, throw your face against the wall, like fun decks. When you have access to everything, it's just, I don't know. Which is why I don't mind playing the precons, because the precons are balanced. The precons are all balanced to be derpy, stupid fun. For the most part. But it's almost impossible to truly balance a deck for people who are paying around the same price range. Not every deck, like if you say, oh, maximum price $300, not every $300 deck is going to be the same, right? And it's impossible to balance it on a budget. You can try, I guess. I don't know. You can try. I think it's impossible. We reprinted Kiki Jiki last year. They reprinted it, but still banned in Modern, I believe, right? MTG Modern ban list. Well, to be fair, Wizards doesn't support Modern anymore, I don't think. So, like, it doesn't matter. Kiki... Wait, Kiki Jiki's unbanned? Pioneer ban cards, Pauper ban cards, Brawl ban cards, Block format ban cards. Where's Modern? Commander ban cards, Legacy ban cards, Vintage ban cards, Modern. Unbanned? Wait, it's not on this list? What? Or was it something else in Kiki Jiki they banned? Fuck. I thought it was Kiki Jiki though. Hold on. Kiki Jiki unbanned. Sheltered Apocalypse, whatever. Interesting. So Mirror Breaker decks got banned at some point in time. I don't remember what card it was. I thought it was Kiki Jiki though, but maybe not. Call Piece. That's what it probably was, I guess. 4 hours, 46 minutes, 13 seconds before WoW Hardcore. Is it? It's tonight? Oh shit, man. I wanted to play. I want to play Warcraft. I probably can't. I probably have too much work to start Warcraft. Shit. Well, enjoy it, Thurkin. I'll probably be along soon enough, just not for a couple weeks. I hope by the time I can play hardcore, it's not like dead. I hope people are still playing. Alright, PogChamp. This is good. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. Dude, I thought I just saw Yuna moving out of like the corner of my eye below my desk. But she's at fucking daycare. I'm losing my mind. I'm probably, yeah, it's probably happening. It's finally happening. It was a matter of time, let's face it. Well, whatever. I haven't thought about Magic in so long. I used to play it all the time. It used to be such a big, massive part of my life until I stopped working at the game store, sold everything. It was like too painful to continue playing Magic for me, knowing that you like used to have everything and now you have nothing. But I got into it recently again. Casual Commander games last year. Magic also requires you to have friends, though. And I stopped hanging out with my Magic friends. That is one aspect of it that sucks. If you don't have friends to play Magic with, you're kind of screwed, bro. It's true with a lot of games, though, I guess. And unfortunately, it's an in-person required activity. It's not like D&D. You can't play it online, really. Well, you can. You can play MGO, but... just trick the light, you're fine. Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, I could have sworn I saw her. That, like, actually freaked me out. Maybe I'm missing my dog. Nah, that's not possible. I would never miss Yuna. Okay. I wonder what she keeps in her sage bag. Every sage has to have a sage bag. What do they keep in it? I don't know. We haven't yet decided, but it's important, whatever it is. I'll have to make a full list of it for future Sage players. You can play MTG for free online with Untap. Untap. What is that? Oh, that's the playtesting. Yeah, never mind. That Untap used to just be deck building back in the day, but I remember somebody saying that they added playtest functionality that you can play with other people. A couple people I know turn their webcams on Discord and play MTG because it's not possible for them to meet to play. Well, I'm not that sad of a human, so I'm not gonna do that. What do you think? Think Blaze and I are that lonely and desperate that we're gonna sit there playing Discord Magic the Gathering with each other at 3 a.m. naked eating Cheetos? Please. Please, come on, man. No, that sounds like a good idea, actually. Discord MTG? I suppose. It could work. It's hard if you don't know what every card does, though, that your opponent's playing. Because you're like, what does Tooth and Nail do? Oh, it lets me, win the game. Oh. Oh, you drew the high nut. Oh, I see. I gotcha. You know what game I miss is the World of Warcraft TCG, and I'm gonna say it. The World of Warcraft TCG was better designed than Magic. I've always thought so. The resources in WoW TCG were better than Magic. The combat in WoW TCG were better than Magic. Card design, not as good as Magic. Mechanics for the game, way better than Magic. That's why I loved it. I loved playing it. We would never, right, Evan? Yeah, never. Not lonely, but that close of friends. Yeah, okay. Got it. You just stick with mechanics everyone knows. Put as many cards on the top of your library on your graveyard. You're just gonna mill? Ugh. Mill deck players are like... they're dreamers. They always want their deck to be good and competitive, but... last time a mill deck won a Pro Tour was probably 1994. So... Okay. I need to weather her outfit a little more. Looks a little too pristine, if you ask me. It's a little too refined for an Astral Sage that's an adventurer. I think I made her thighs too thick. I think I fucked up. Meh. It's fine. It's fine. It's just Ella's character. She doesn't care. Look, I'll take a 50% win rate on a mill any day. That's optimistic. If you're getting 50% on a mill, congratulations. You found a group of dog shit players to unfold your schemes against. Which, hey, if your friends are that bad, power to you. Okay, I get really toxic when it comes to Magic. I'm sorry. It's gonna happen. We shouldn't talk about Magic decks specifically. I get so toxic. Because I used to be so into the competitive scene and so elitist that I never like related to casual players. Ever. Oh, I have an angel deck. Oh yeah? Yeah, you see, I try and summon my angels. Oh yeah, like who? Well, I try and summon Gisela, and Kalia, and Akroma, and Avacyn. Oh yeah, cool. And then I did this combo the other day. Let me guess, it was really funny and you had to be there? Yeah, alright. Like, the thing is, man, working at the game store, you had these Magic nerds that had no one to talk to about Magic, so they come to the game store and talk to you about Magic. And it just got so, like, you just got so desensitized to it that you became an asshole, whether or not you wanted to or not. You just assholed. Like, it was awful. Where's your fucking bone? Hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Typing female foot reference into Google. Sometimes you have to... Sometimes... Alright, where is it? Just above the ankle... Okay, cool. Wouldn't be that visible from this perspective. A little bit, though. But anyway, yeah, the casual players, man. They ruined Magic for me. It's like, how dare you try and enjoy your deck of something thematically that you enjoy? You play competitive Magic, or you don't talk to me. I'm the game store nerd, bitch. I don't have a Gisela or a Bruna. I want them. You don't have a Gisela or a Bruna? Loser. Who doesn't have a Gisela? I think I have a foil Gisela, actually. Hold on. I think I do. If I have an extra one, Blaze, I'll give it to you. I actually think I might unironically have multiple foil Gisellas. If I have multiple, I'll just give you one when you're here. Let me check. No. No. Other deck box. I know I have. I know I have one. I thought I had multiples though. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I sold it. Maybe. No. No, I'm sorry. The only Giselle I have is the Japanese one that I have is my Japo foil, as they called them. Giselle, and that's it. That's the only one. I thought I had a Japanese one and an English one. I totally would have given it to you. Fuck, man. Sorry, bro. Yeah, no. Nothing. Yeah, that one? Yeah, you got that one? The Japanese foil? Sick. Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry, Brew. Wait, was it? No. I don't have many cards left at all, to be honest. My card collection is very, very slim. So, Sag. What about my Legends deck? Oh, no, not a Legends deck. He doesn't need to see it to know exactly who to target. That's fair. Can I play Tribal Synergy? I mean, you can play whatever you want, bro. I'm just gonna make fun of you for your bad deck. Like, I encourage every player to play exactly the Magic cards that they want. Even if they're gonna be made fun of. Maybe by me. I like the people who play bad decks and play combos and things just because they like it. Because that shows security. The worst Magic players are the Magic players that you can tell from a mile away. You can smell them when they walk in the game store. They're so insecure and they have so little going on in their lives that winning at Magic the Gathering is the only thing that actually gives them any sense of self-worth. So they're desperate for it. They're desperate for it, man. They'll play whatever they can to be as broken and competitive as possible. And they don't even play decks they like. They play decks that they think will get them the W's. And not because they're just like competitive and they like winning, but because they like need to win, you know? So I always appreciated and loved the players. As much as I hated dealing with them from like a game store level, because they were the worst, because they would ask for the most random dipshit dumbass cards that I don't fucking know what sets those are from. Man, do I really want to work at the game store again? Actually, I'm having some flashbacks here. But at least they were happy, you know? Is that about the fun one that merges with Bruna? Oh, they reprinted her. Okay, I see. I was unaware. Ella's Magic cards, what would her stat/effect be? I don't need to say if, because she would be every large white angel with trample, fucking lifelink, vigilance. She would just be a big white creature that you turn left. Turn it sideways, win game. That was like the entirety of her Rubina deck that she played EDH with that I built for her. Was big green, white, blue creatures. Like my best net EDH deck that I had was a Riku deck, right? Riku of the two reflections. All right. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you can pay 2 mana. If you do, copy it. You may choose a new target for it. Whenever another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you can pay 2. If you do, create a creature token that's a copy of it. So what my Riku deck was you play Riku, you play Obnoxious Control, and then you put the most amount of money you can on the board and copy it. It's like, I'm a pay-to-win player, I'm a whale, I have more money than you, and I can buy better cards than you, so I'm going to play those cards, but instead of playing them once, I'm going to play them twice, and then win the game like that. So keep in mind... keep in mind I was whaling in Magic the Gathering before whaling was cool. I was like a Genshin player, if Genshin players knew how to go outside and play a card game. I had like $1,000 of counter spells in my deck. It was unbeatable, but it wasn't fun even for me to play. That's what happens when you get too far into the Magic sauce. You don't even enjoy the game anymore. Unless you're Post Malone, in which case you're having a fucking blast, and God bless him for that. How with this nerdy stuff? Anyone else see the game last night? Fuck. Did I see the game last night? I don't... Wait, what game was there? There's no hockey on right now. Ian, what are you talking about? What game is there if there's no hockey season out? These fucking nerds talking about nerd games. Ugh. So over it, man. I'm never gonna play D&D again. Stupid nerd hobby. I'm gonna play Pathfinder like a real person. Like a normie that drinks kombucha. But like, dude, I feel so bad for normies. There's like this is a really attractive normie in my building that I see all the time. He's really friendly and really nice. And he's like the perfect dude. He's so handsome and his girlfriend's so pretty, and they go to the gym and he makes a lot of money. But like, every time I talk to him, it's so sad. I'll see him in the hall and he'll be like, yeah, man, I was just like zoning out last night, just like watching YouTube videos, scrolling Instagram. Oh God, man, I was so tired. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. You're just watching YouTube all night? And he's like, yeah, you know, it's a work night. And I was like, oh, what do you do on weekend nights? He's like, well, I don't know, like usually we go out or something. I'm like, oh, cool. So like, what do you do if you're gonna stay at home? He's like, I don't know, man. Like COVID, like the pandemic, we didn't know what we should do. I'm like, did you play video games? And he's like, nah, I don't know anything about video games. It's like, damn, you don't play video games? You don't, like, what do you do? Like, holy fuck, if you don't have video games or D&D, what are you supposed to do with your life? It's so eerie to me what normies do. What's up, Lindsay? What's going on, dude? Still alive? It's been a while. How you been? Good to see you. Holy shit. I don't watch any sports. I just thought one of you might know a game. Nah. Post my Dimir Mill deck and stream topics for anyone who wants to hate me for playing Mill. Is it a Dimir Mill deck, or is that just what you call black-blue decks? Because you're a new Magic player that doesn't know what the fuck Dimir actually means. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so toxic when it comes to Magic. I can't talk about Magic. I'm just naturally so toxic. I'm such an asshole. Fuck. I can't. I can't talk about Magic. I turn into a complete game store asshole. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is not good. God. Working on my first VTuber model. Your first one? Wait, what? That sounds exciting. Damn, bro. Be an asshole? I can't. I can't be an asshole. I'm not got invited to D&D campaign yesterday. Been a year since you played D&D. Holy shit, what are you playing? Finally, some D&D players in here and all the Magic player nerds. Finally. Holy. All I ever wanted was to talk about D&D on my stream. Heard of color combinations by their combo names? Oh, right, because, yeah, that's what Wizard of the Coast told you to call them. Yep. Right, I forgot. I bet you love using terms like Jund and Bant and Demir. Yeah, that's right. I bet you play new Magic. I bet you really love to play your standard deck. So they call Type 2 these days is standard. Bro, I bet you call premium cards foils. I bet you call premium cards foils. Oh, the boomer takes. Oh, I'm so old. Oh, bro, okay, one more. I bet you're so new to Magic, you put your lands behind your playboard. I bet you put your lands in front of you, and then your cards and your creatures in front of that.
How did Evil Evan
I
show
bet.
up
Okay.
here?
All right. No, sorry. You're right. Sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. My bad. I got into it. I got back into my old habits with Magic. I shouldn't have. It's my bad. It's my bad, guys. My bad. Okay, I won't talk about Magic anymore. I just get a little dickish, man. I don't want to do it. Y'all deserve better than that from me, than for me being a weird Magic nerd.
Even better. I
Nope.
put my library in the middle and my lands go on the left side of the pile.
Oh, that's fine. That's an OG beta. Yeah, that's fine, Viddy. Appreciate the bits, but that's okay. That's the way you're supposed to play. Wait, what is about Honda racing? Wait, Formula 1 shit, Thorkin? Oh shit, the cups is, oh damn, alright, fair enough. I didn't realize there's a race this weekend. You're playing as a Hill Dwarf Forge Path Cleric who dual wields hammers. So the idea is that one hammer is the Forge Hammer, the other hammer is the Anvil on a stick. Then she goes to forge, so wait, she slams the Anvil hammer in the ground and uses the top of it to forge? That is a dwarven character. I appreciate that. People don't know how to play dwarves these days. People don't play fucking, let's go, man. Alright, I like that. That's sick. I approve. I haven't played a cleric in D&D in so long, man. Except for Baldur's Gate, but Shadowheart reminds me why I don't play clerics. When she hits something with the Blood of Lathander for 5 damage, I'm like, oh, that's right. But I still like them in principle. I like playing clerics, you know? Alright, Cloud Pattern. Leg 1. Done. God. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of work. It's okay. This design will be worth it. It's for Ella, right? It's for Ella. I have to do a good job on it. Another Eldarin transporter accident? Yeah. God damn it. Those transporter accidents, bro. Suddenly you're walking around with a mustache version of yourself and you don't know why. It's tough. Oh, I forgot to make a joke with how it's a boomer reference. Your problem is that you're using physical attacks with a trickery cleric. Oh, I respect her. I respect her trickery ass to life. Dude, she got those extra heals. She got them good heals. Are you kidding? She's actually playable now. I did not like her as a trickery cleric. I respect her, but you're right. I shouldn't have. I should have appreciated her for who she was. Taken her for what she was. A cleric of Cheryl. Or whatever. Whatever dumb nerd D&D goddess she worships. I don't know. I don't use D&D shit in my games. I'm original. I make up my own nerd stuff. Yeah, excuse me. I play real D&D. As Gary Gygax intended it to be. Not as Wiz the Coast told you it should be. The actual OG loser game. Majority of my party are main character syndrome and want to be gods, so I'll be making their weapons while my parents are still happy and living. Perfect. Tragic backstory? Nope. I come from a good family and I want to make them proud. That's all you gotta do. it's so I don't know, metal and punk rock and hardcore to be just like a happy character with no tragic background, right? I almost can't play with those players anymore. When somebody gives me a tragic background, I'll run the game for them, but I probably won't invite them back. It's just too much energy to put into, right? You got to try so hard to help someone be dramatic. So you deserve to play whatever character you want. If you want to play a tragic background, cringy main character syndrome god, wannabe, I support you and I love you for it. I just want to play D&D with you. Reality of the current Dimir meta makes me die a little bit inside. It's not fun to play against right now, so I'm trying to Esper control, but it's all so goddamn expensive. Maybe, man, just buy a Supreme Verdict, call it Esper. What are you worried about? Yeah, what's the problem? Doesn't seem like an issue to me. You had one card, you call it Esper. Oh, we also need godless shrines and hallowed fountains and a whole bunch of expensive bullshit. Shit, maybe you're right. You guys wrong. Who will sound stronger? The 5 gods with power of 1,000 or the freaking woman who fucking made them all? That's true. These just don't know what's coming for them. I approve. I'm excited for you. I hope your game is Pog Champion. I'm always excited for people when they're starting new games. I don't know why. It's like I get secondhand excitement when somebody's starting a new game. It's like when you hear somebody's playing like an MMO for the first time. Someone says like, I just got into World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy. I'm like so excited for them. Same thing is true for like new D&D campaigns. It's legitimately the highlight of my day sometimes. To know other individuals are enjoying new adventures. Because let's face it, the start of a D&D game is the best. Who wants to play a D&D game after 3 years? 3 members of the party already left. There's drama because 2 of your PCs slept with each other in-game and now it's awkward. Somebody's already died. You're trying your best to farm your dramatic, tragic backstory resolution because you want the game to be over because you want to start a new game so badly. Who the fuck wants to play in a long-term campaign like that, man? You want to play in a new game, new campaign, new beginnings, adventures, optimism. It's like Thorkin starting a new World of Warcraft hardcore playthrough. Is he gonna die to Murlocs? Probably. But you're excited for him nonetheless, you know? Gross Star Wars ad? Ew, Star Wars. I mean, you don't want a Master Chief, or wait. Master Chief the Goose Barbarian in his quest for revenge against the Evil Legion. Insert edgy name here in your D&D game. Shame? Oh. I'm sorry. Was I playing D&D wrong, Thorkin? I might have been, actually. You shilled for Ella today? Do you want me to make you do so? I think I already did earlier. When I was talking about her as a magic card. I'm pretty sure that counted anyway. I'm also drawing her character, bro. What more shilling do you want me to do? Her eye for detail still amazes me. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Appreciate that. That means a lot coming from you. I am honored to receive such kind words. And doing my best, so I appreciate that. New campaign? Yeah, new campaign, Ashy. We're playing a new campaign. This one is all K-pop star meets cat girls. Let's go. Currently, Ella and I are the only players, and I'm running the game. No one wants to play with us, so... Why is me not coming from me? I'm a nerd? I mean, what are you talking about? You're an artist. What do you mean, dude? All right. Still don't have an idea for what. Oh, I never. Ooh, I never drew the chain for this piece of sagecraft equipment. Oh, I fucked up. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it for now. Maybe I'll forget about it at the end. There'll be this floating medallion on her belt, and someone will notice. But hopefully not anyone important, because I'm not fixing it right now. And I might not at all. We'll see. So we can do another fill layer for her boots as well. I don't mind doing that, because the thing is, most of her character designs can be pretty dark. Dark hair, dark clothing, dark spacey tights, thighs, absolute territory. Wait. Contrast with the white clouds. It'll look better in color, because I will paint this in color afterwards, I think. Like we did for Amelia. That's why I'm like thinking about not doing too much hatching or whatever. Imagine current party in KDA skins. Imagine the current party in KDA skins. Ella, well, Scarlet would just look like this, because let's face it, she's an Astral Sage. Dashto would look like he would look like a BTS member, let's face it. Jackie and Cormac, or maybe it's for the other party. The other party would be better in KDA skins. Do you want to see my VTuber design working on? Yes! Post it. Let me see it. Where do you got it? Where is it? Where do I find it? I'm curious. Work in progress VTuber designs they breathe life into me. I've always wanted to make a VTuber design for somebody. I want to find somebody who's like a VTuber, who's like an up and coming VTuber or some shit that will take it seriously, that wants like a cool like design or whatever, and I want to just like do it for them. But I want to do it for somebody who'll actually take it seriously when I have time. And it's like a lot of people that say that they want like a free VTuber design or whatever don't actually want to take it seriously then. But eventually I want to do a design for somebody. I want to see a VTuber I draw come to life and then meme relentlessly. It's in your Discord? All right, where's that? Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. Where are we at? Wait, what channel is it in? Ooh, okay, hold on. Let's see. What do we got here? All right, intricacy. Black and gold, blood red. I like it. Dude, those wings in live 2D would look so good. Yo, this is sick, man. I love this shit. This is good. Godly, you're so good at this shit. What are the design? What do they all mean? What do the symbols mean? Love the frills. Love me some frills. Those are good. Crow pet or raven pet. Looks too small to be raven. I'm gonna assume it's a crow. The crown is actually dope. This feels so like, I don't know, late 2000s, like dot hack style anime. I love it. That's absolutely sick. That's fucking, bro. This is sick. The stars and moons. I imagine that there would be like an option to have the wings on or off. Like a mode. I like had things that would be stained glass. Oh shit. There was a VTuber that I followed a while ago that I think she stopped streaming, but she was like some sort of a bird or whatever that had like wings that she could like spout with channel points or whatever. They looked sick, man. They were holy shit. Wings on VTubers. More people should do it. That's actually a crack design. I'm so impressed. Man, see that kind of stuff, it makes you want to do, like, that's what makes you want to do a VTuber design. It's because you can do all sorts of crazy design shit, and you don't have a bunch of fantasy nerds being like, well, it's impractical. Like, dude, I got little floating Astral Sage, like, thingies on Scarlet, and I remember when I was first doing this design, somebody came in, their first chat message was, how are those things floating? Are they magnets? It's like, why do you care? Why do you care? They're floating because they're cool. But VTuber designs, people just accept it, man. They just accept the cool design, right? She has a clue for your upcoming ARG. No, stop. Hear me out. Partner with a creator to build the Eldara brand. Their whole VTuber lore is attached to the Eldara. Then play in a stream campaign once a week, and they're an Astral Sage. That's what I want to do. I want to make Eldara something that somebody's willing to invest their VTubing career into, where they want to become an Eldara VTuber and like a character in Eldara as a VTuber that I can get multiple people in on and run a game for their VTubers as Eldara characters and like do special Eldara skins and have the resources to make Eldara skins for other VTuber friends that want to do this eventually. Because could you imagine if somebody wanted to be an Eldara VTuber? Okay, no. Besides Evangeline, but she's garbage. No one likes Evangeline. She hasn't streamed in 2 weeks anyway, so yeah. She's basically trash and dead to me at this point. Next time she streams, I'm gonna demand a refund on my sub. Like everyone else should be. Into the Dress has this black smoke that forms into crows, and her one eye that is colored is actually also a crow, so people will blink from time to time. Wait, what? That's kind of sick. I like that. I dig it, man. That's cool. Must be no. All right, busy. I'm proud of you. You're going to bed at a reasonable time tonight, unlike yesterday or the day before. I forget whichever day you were talking to Ella for like 5 hours or some shit. Either way, have a good night, Busy. You get away with anything by saying magic or demons? Yeah, but like, dude, VTuber designs, it's like Japanese design inspired like anime fantasy. Nobody cares about because they don't care about believability. They do whatever they want. But like D&D characters, man, the D&D nerds push back on fantasy designs so often. It's so exhausting sometimes. When you're trying to do a cool design and you have some like fucking neckbeard complaining that they watched a Shad or Skalgaren video and that sword wouldn't be very effective in combat or whatever. And you're like, holy shit, I don't remember asking, but yet they still somehow find the stream. And then I subconsciously hamstring design sometimes because I'm like, oh, people are going to say it doesn't work well. And then I forget that I do that, and then I remember that I do that, and then I stop doing it, and I actually live again. It's a whole ordeal, man. Is it going to bed at a reasonable time? Who even is Bozo? Yeah. What even is Bizzo at this point, Blaze? The worst nerds of the nerds? Yeah, true, man. Like, it's the first message in stream, too. It's like first message in stream. Hey, dude, I don't think you know, but that sword wouldn't work because it's too heavy. Yeah, do you know if that sword, it was actually like made of real material, it'd weigh like 40 pounds and be unwieldable. And you're like, what? I didn't ask. What the fuck? Yeah, you get it, Ian. What's up, Sephiroth? I think they did that. I did that to you once very early on in my parasocial relationship. Maybe, but I think you probably offered some insight as to how we could make something like more interesting. I doubt it was just a general complaint with no constructive possible. I doubt it was. I don't remember it, which is why I'm saying it probably wasn't a bad thing, Atari. Don't be wrong, a magic system that is logic tied is awesome, but sometimes having things be unexplained filled mystery can be awesome. Yeah, I do think that so like it is a sliding scale, and a lot of anime fantasy takes you out of it. Like anime fantasy is bad for believable immersion. It's like you want to maintain a certain level of believability and realism in your fantasy, in your magic systems, in your logic for your world that allow people to like get into it. But then the problem is when you can't pull it at all. And then like anime goes way too far sometimes. You're like, I have medieval based fantasy, except this girl has a chainsaw for an eye. And you're like, what? Yeah, and like she plays her chainsaw like a violin. Whenever she does, she shoots like guns out of it. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, it's great for that's the thing that's great about VTubing, is because there's no immersion required for VTubing. You can do crazy cool designs and you're not gonna lose anyone. They're like, I don't believe that this is a realistic, like, you know. You don't have to be a turbo nerd about it, right? Everything always needs to be explained for D&D. Yeah. Did you copy paste those wings on Amelia? Please. Please. I don't. Please. I can't. Did I ever talking about weeb D&D versus furry D&D? I'm actually D&D again? No. I'm gonna lose followers if I start talking about the great D&D divide again. Sprout's comment about overcompensating with the size of a sword. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. No, it's like when somebody tries to like get all historical on me. But it's kind of funny. The opening of my Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign, a player ran over talking flower with a lawnmower. How do they have a lawnmower? Where are you getting lawnmowers in your D&D game from? That's all right. I mean, I guess that's a great way to start a game. If I want to beat some fuckers up using giant scissors as my weapons, then I should be able to. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Want to play Gwen from fucking League of Legends? You want to be a kill Andy? Let's go. Do whatever you want, man. People can do whatever. People can do what they want in D&D games. And I'm chill. You want to be a pretty anime girl with giant scissors? Fuck yeah. Get it, bro. Ashley wants to be a edgy Gundam pilot. You know? Hit it. Let's see it. Get after it. I try to make my fantasy more grounded. But sometimes it's not grounded enough for some people. Some people out there, unless you're playing like some like historically accurate shit, they're not into it. And the thing is, I'll never win those people over, so I don't even try. I don't try with them because I just can't. You can't win with them. No spider bard? Wait, that sounds terrifying. Also, I'd say a 40-pound sword is plenty wieldable. Swordsmen are normally pretty strong. I don't think a 40-pound sword is legitimately wieldable. I have seen people at the gym very large with 40-pound weights, and it's very difficult with a 40-pound weight that's long, especially. But I get where they're coming from. But it is kind of ridiculous when you're like, well, that's the thing about fantasy, is that what if there's materials made that can craft strong metals that don't have to be limited in weight? But also nothing the only absurdly large weapon I've ever made, the only weapon that I know is so big you wouldn't be able to lift it, is Ella's hammer. And her hammer is mithril. Her hammer is actual mithril. The magic effect on her hammer is that it weighs 10 pounds to Ella. Oops. There we go. That's her hammer's magic item effect. And she bought her hammer. She found her hammer and then bought mithril armor, so it'd be lower. Mithril full plate. So that it would be less weighty. And that was the whole point of it, is that it was abnormally large, but she could wield it because it was made of a different material. Favorite personality trait ever was someone played an 8-inch Goliath with a psionic quirk. The quirk was they could summon any crafting tool they needed, but they only one at a time. But they roleplayed as someone who just always had lost their tools. I kind of feel bad for them. I feel like I want to give that character a hug, actually. I don't know. Jokes on them, because the Ridgick Museum, we have fuck off swords on display that are definitely two-handed and practically heavy. That's fair. That's fair. I forgot about the Ridgick Museum. She got fucked by a ritual and was left as a Dampier with spider limbs and no more sorcerer magic. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, alright. Spider Bard. That makes sense now. I didn't know what you meant before, but now I do. Did you see the new background from Baldur's Gate? What background? I did not see the new background from Baldur's Gate. Is this some like Unearthed Arcana shit? You mean like in-game or like from D&D or whatever? Love the archetype of small person with big weapon, which is fine, dude. They turn, pick up their hammer, turn back to their project, and then screwdriver's missing. So use their hammer, set it down, go looking for a screwdriver, return it. So they're just always looking for their tool. They manage to find it all the time, but they're just always looking for it. I feel bad for them. I want to give them a hug now. Did they know that it was a magic tool, or did they just always forget? Were they just messing around, or do they actually like not know how it worked because they have 8 end? Faceless both, I think. D&D Beyond give it to subscribers for free. Oh, I don't use D&D Beyond, so I don't see when they upload shit to that. That's pretty cool. That's actually kind of cool, man. If they're integrating some of the Baldurian backgrounds and stuff into 5e, fuck yeah. Also, what's up, Fishy? What's going on? What's up, Fishy? How you been? Tell me your tales, your dramatic D&D story. No. All right. It's funny, Fishy, that you get here when I'm drawing the character. Got me so much hate because of her boob window. So on a 30-pound test sword before, but 22 pounds was in the handle, and the pommel wasn't very long or effective. Yeah, if it's well balanced, the sword can be very heavy. But if it's like if you've ever worked out with those maces before, those like maces that you're supposed to like do motions and like swing around your body and whatnot, like they're like 30 or 40 pounds. And the difference is when you have a 30 or 40 pound object that isn't weighted and based around your hand or balanced, it's just heavy. It's like that's impossible for even a big boy to swing around effectively. Unless it's an axe, maybe, I don't know. It was 50-50 because every other party member would point out they didn't bring any tools with them in the first place. The only proved to be wrong by the opposite of the hammer. I kind of like that. That's pretty good, Ashley. Yo, holy shit. Unpopular Onion with the raid. What's up, guys? What's going on? How's it going? How was stream? Tell me your tales. What is up? What are you doing today? How's stream? Thanks for the raid. Welcome in, guys. Honored to have you. Thank you for doing the shout out, Thorkin. I appreciate it. And Eiley. Yo, what is up? How was stream? What were you doing? Tell me stories of adventure and intrigue. And thank you for the follow, Mizzy Peasy. Mizzy Peasy? Oh, okay, I get it. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. You caught us in the middle of a 5e discussion right now. Going pretty well. Hope everything was going well around here. Been in the shadows of your art streams. Oh, really? Oh, shit, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. What were you? Wait, last seen streaming Lord of the Rings. Wait, what? Lord of the Rings Online. Oh, shit. I didn't wait. Lord of the Rings Online? I have never met someone that plays that game. None of my friends wanted to try it out with me. Fuck, man. That's sick. Hope stream was good. Go drop a follow, guys. Go show some love. You caught us on Astral Sage Day, where I'm drawing my wife's D&D character for her. Why do I draw my wife's D&D character for her? Because I can't draw anyone else's, let's face it. It's just not fun for me anymore. I was enjoying some Lord of the Rings Online. It's a good game for DMs to play. I wanted to try it so bad, but I couldn't get any of my friends to play with me. And then every time there's like a new expansion or whatever out, I see it. I think about it. And I'm like, is it time? Is it time? But it never is. So, legend status achieved for going hard on it. I do appreciate the raid. If you guys aren't following the Unpopular Onion, you too can make the Unpopular Onion popular by dropping a follow. And there it is, man. My parents play it every day. What? Your parents play what every day? Lord of the Rings Online? Wait, what? They had a cute little date and went to an in-game concert last weekend. Your parents played Lord of the Rings Online? Wait, what the fuck? That's so weird. Would that have saved my parents' marriage if I both of them played World of Warcraft instead of only one of them? Shit. Okay, sorry. I make myself laugh. I don't care, man. I went to an in-game concert as well. Oh, damn, bro. Well, my mom played a lot of World of Warcraft. I actually raided with my mom. I raided my mom back then. I don't think she still plays. I don't know if she still plays or not. I hope she does. I like refused to play World of Warcraft with my mom at a certain point in time. I think as everyone does, you know. They're the best. Are they? Are they, Fishy? That's sweet. I'm happy for you. This is your wife's character you're saying? Yes, this is her Astral Sage character that we're painting today. It is a class that is unique to my homebrew setting that she decided she wanted to make a character for as the very first playable Astral Sage. So we have to make a hot caster chick for her. Which is what she wanted, so... It's basically a space wizard, let's face it. There's nothing cool about the Astral Sage besides space and wizardry. Alright, we need to get our fill layers going, I think. I think it's time. Round. There we go. Alright, fill layer. Which layer are we on here? 75? 70? Okay. We'll do this one. Actually, I wonder how well I can select this out. It's not bad. I should have done it before the hatching. I fucked up, man. Okay, I'll try it. I'll still try it. I'll try and make it as a selection. We'll go hard. Dude, I want to play any MMO right now. Lord of the Rings, Elder Scrolls, Warcraft, I don't care. I just want to play an MMO. I got the itch. But I want to play an MMO unhealthily, you know? I want to play an MMO with like a reckless disregard for my like actual responsibilities. Like they're designed to be played. Like my Warcraftian days. That's what I want out of an MMO right now. Kind of getting that with Baldur's Gate, I guess, a little bit. But I still have like things to do, you know? I want to like wake up and only think about playing an MMO for like 5 to 12 days in a row. That's what I want. I want to join a raid group. I want to kill a couple bosses. That's all I want, man. Back when I was working freelance, I would take like freelance design. I would sometimes take a month off just to play World of Warcraft, and I didn't care. I did not care. And it was the best. Maybe that's how you avoid burnout, is you just play an MMO every once in a while for an entire month. 14's pretty good. I'm playing 14 right now, casually, with my wife. We're going through the story. We're in Stormblood right now. It's good. I'm enjoying it, but honestly, I got a house recently, and I'm enjoying making, like, doing my house refurnishing over and over again more than I'm enjoying the main story quest. But Ashley tells me the MSQ gets better at a certain point in time. So I just gotta, like, suffer through Stormblood. Because I am not super into the MSQ right now where I'm at. But I guess that's the tragedy of Final Fantasy 14 players, is that they don't stick around long enough to see like Shadowbringers or like the great stories supposedly, because Heaven's Ward or Realm Reborn or Stormblood loses them. I'm gonna beat him up. Wait, beat who up? Beat who up? Gale's a bitch, and oh, Gale, he's trying to eat my wife's fancy gear. Oh, he stops after a little while. You're fine. Yeah, he stops eating your gear after a little bit, doesn't he? He hasn't asked for a piece of gear in a while. You're not keeping magic items specially for Gale to eat? What's wrong with you? Give him Walmart fancy? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she knows. Let Gale suffer and starve for magic items as I sell them to grow obscene amounts of gold I have. Why do you have so much gold? He does stop. Yeah, okay, right. I'm not crazy. See, it's fine. Are you playing on Stream, Fishy? 14 is like D&D campaign narrative. You spend the first tier killing rats and local bad guy who is kidnapping puppies. Then you start fighting Space Godzilla. I want to fight Space Godzilla. I want to fight Xenos 3 times. I want to fight him, and I want to fight him again, and I want to actually win one of these times. Sings loudly. What do nerds want? What do nerds need? Yeah. Tell the world, Sienna. This is your charge now. You're the champion. Classic JRPG style. You always end up fighting God. Well, I like it, dude. But I want to try other MMOs. Like, I've tried Final Fantasy 14. I've played it. You know what I miss? I miss an old MMO called Aeon. Aeon was this old Korean NCSoft game that nobody liked, but I played not super, like, I didn't play a lot. I didn't get, like, even, like, hit max level, but it was nice to play an MMO that I'd never played before, which is why I look at, like, Lord of the Rings or Elder Scrolls, and I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, the time is now to go try a new MMO. Even if it's dead, even if the community isn't there, even if it's, like, nobody plays it anymore. Like Black Desert or some shit. Oh, wait, I'm not single enough to play Black Desert. Never mind. There are other games I can play, though, probably. I got other shit to do? Oh, okay, fine. All right, fine. I relieve you of this charge. I'm playing for fun on the weekend. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I make it so vendors pay me to buy their stuff. Wait, you monster. If you find a ton of magic items, you might need to give him in a different way. Yeah, I don't know. Gale, I don't love Gale. I need a wizard, but I don't love Gale. I loved it for a short time I played it. No one played with me. I loved the art. I loved the art and the soundtrack. And we always played Deva. And you'd start in Poeta. And your character would say dumbass shit when casting spells like Ujevanu Ingahiras. I loved it, man. Aeon was great. I sunk a few hundred hours in BDO. Yeah, I never tried BDO. I feel like I should have. I was always a Warcraft brat, man. I haven't heard anyone talk about Aeon in years. Aeon was so good. The art was so nice, man. The music was on point. Everything about that MMO was so polished and looked good and felt good to play. But just nobody wanted to play that game, ever. There was like 4 Aeon players at any given time, and I was one of them. So I'll play Aeon. I miss it. You don't miss Aeon, Ella. You miss having wings. You can give wings wings in D&D. You'll be fine. People I played with really made the game. I was a chanter. So in BDO though, there's only like I forget. There's like one, like every class or whatever in BDO is like locked or whatever, right? To like a one specific character or customization or fuck. I don't know. Aeon. Man, fuck. Aeon was so good though as well. Maybe I should try BDO. Maybe not. Maybe I'm actually free of MMOs now and I should live my life. Maybe that's what I should fucking do. And just play more D&D with Ella. Ella, do you want to play D&D tonight? Because I sure don't. Man, oh yeah. The chatter was like the cleric, right? It was the first time I really heard people bitch about revealing armor. Really? It was a little bit on the paid win side though. At the time I played in 2015, 2017, I played right when Aeon came out. When the fuck did that game come out? It was like, I was super young. When did Aeon release in the West? 2009? I probably played Aeon from 2009 to probably 2012 or 2013 maybe. That was that long ago. Oh boy, that's not good. I'm not happy about that. I'm not pleased. That's too long ago, man. That's too long ago. Okay. Wow. I did not. If you asked me when Aeon came out, I would have said probably like 2014, 2015. I did not think it was that long ago. What Warcraft expansion was current at the time? Because I remember my time as like Warcraft expansions. Hold on. When did WoW Cataclysm come out? Cataclysm was 2010. Right, so I was playing Aeon through Kata. That's right. Wow, that was that long ago, man. Holy shit. Yo, Aeon's still going? I mean, people still playing, bro. Played a Retro came out too. I had the collector's edition with the soundtrack and the little figure. Ooh. Don't get me started, man. I love collector's editions. I bought so many collector's editions over my time. MMO collector's editions were the best because they came with crap. 2009 was the end of Wrath. Yep. You're right. Now we have D&D. D&D good? Yeah. I guess. I remember one of my friends said that D&D ruined MMOs for them after we played our Star Wars game. He was like, I'm not playing another MMO again. I only want to play D&D now. It's like, oh shit. And then he stopped playing Warcraft with me, bitch. But hey, it's fine because we play D&D now. Oh man, these allergies today. Holy shit. I was delayed? No, you're good. You're good. A bitch indeed. Dude, who doesn't play MMOs anymore just because you want to play D&D instead? Just because you want to play D&D means you're not going to play Warcraft with me? We got loot to get. We got Alex Straza to flirt with. Wait, I mean, Chromie. Wait, I don't mean Chromie. Shit. Hold on. I want to play Warcraft again so bad. Maybe I don't want to play another MMO. Maybe I want to play Warcraft. I just want to log in and I want it to matter like it used to matter to play Warcraft. I want to feel like I want to waste time playing Warcraft doing transmog runs and shit, and I want it to feel like it matters. That's my goal. Is to make Warcraft matter again for me. I was such a Blizzard gamer. My favorite time in gaming was when every Blizzard franchise was popping. I don't remember what BlizzCon that was. It was probably the BlizzCon right after Overwatch came out. When did Overwatch release? When did Overwatch come out? Overwatch came out in 2016. So it would have been BlizzCon 2016. BlizzCon 2016. What was the announcement that year? BlizzCon 2016. Hold on. What did they announce? They announced Sombra. They announced new characters. Wait, what? No. What expansion would have been announced at that time? Fuck. Alright. I don't want to look for it. That's too much more effort. Either way, that was the best time in gaming for me. When you could play any Blizzard game and they were all relevant. When you could play Overwatch or Heroes of the Storm, StarCraft 2 still had an esport. World of Warcraft was good. Every Blizzard game was popping, man. That was my favorite time in gaming. Gotta say that your art's fucking insane, man. Dude, I appreciate that. Thank you, Onion. You honor me, my friend. I try my absolute best, and kind words go a long way, alright? Seriously. I really appreciate that. Play hardcore with me, no pressure. It was mid-Legion? Oh my god, it was Legion? That's why it was so good. Holy shit. I don't know if I'll play hardcore right on release though. It might take me a couple weeks to get into. Maybe I'll create a character tonight, Thorkin. On there's new servers. Tell me what server you're playing on, and I'll create a character on that server. I'll probably play Alliance though, or maybe I should try Horde for once. I never played Horde in Classic. Maybe I should try the Horde experience. I can play my Shaman Funbaba. I played a Horde character very briefly. It was Ella's first time playing World of Warcraft. And yeah, that's right. I played with a bunch of dudes from high school that I normally didn't ever play games with. And I created a shaman. That was the only Horde experience I had. Was up to like level 20. I think transmogging stuff mattered to you back then because it also mattered to the others whom played World of Warcraft. Yeah, I think collection meta was different back then, where there wasn't so much in the game. Like the glass cracked for me in BFA. The pane of glass that was my World of Warcraft obsession, not like love, I still love World of Warcraft, but my obsession, the way I played it like obsessively, The glass pane cracked in BFA when I realized I was doing pet battle world quests on 8 characters to farm pet charms for a pet I didn't even want. And I'm like, what am I doing? But I went back to the next day and did it. And I was like, okay. The collection pane broke for me when I stopped being a collector in World of Warcraft. It shattered in Shadowlands. Right after I had finished a achievement to beat every single trainer in Shadowlands with every single different pet family or whatever it was. And that's when it was the worst achievement, and I hated it because it made pet battling way worse in Shadowland. It was way more annoying. I had to grind way harder. I probably put 100 hours in that achievement. And when I finished it finally, and I realized that there was still so much left to do, so much I didn't want to do, like to try and collect all the pets in Shadowlands, because I'd given up on mounts a while ago. They're too RNG. I just sort of sat there in my chair and just had a moment. I stared at my ceiling for like 20 minutes. And then I logged off, and I didn't log on for like 2 months. Like, it was bad, dude. It was bad. But I kind of feel like I should just accept that, like, the collection meta is no longer, you can no longer be a completionist. There's too much. It's too grindy. It's too oppressive. It's too pay to winny. It's too whatever. But still, you can still enjoy it. And I should just try and enjoy it, you know? Because I miss it. I miss having World of Warcraft play every day. I tried at the beginning of Dragonflight, but it was fun for a while. I remember why we stopped. I think we stopped because, like, we couldn't, like, get people together to do Mythic Plus reliably and shit like that. And I was kind of like, meh. Meh. But I want to play again. Summer was around that time. I stopped playing Overwatch. That was so early. Holy shit. Stopped playing Overwatch when Shield Day came out. When Brigitte Lindholm. Yes. I didn't actually hate the GOATS meta that much because I ranked up in the GOATS meta pretty high. I ranked up pretty high in the GOATS meta, man. I don't hate it. It was boring if you were a nerd. I also miss Overwatch, man. I miss a lot of these games. I miss a lot of Blizzard games. I lived off Blizzard games for so long. I still love them. I'm not like one of those like super anti-Activision, anti-Blizzard. Because like I also have friends that work at Blizzard still. One of my best friends is on the Warcraft team, and he's doing amazing work. And he says the team really cares and is really trying to do some great shit. And I believe him, and I see it. So I don't tolerate that just like general fuck Activision, fuck Blizzard kind of like discussion. Because there's a lot of people in there that are trying really hard, even if like the microtransacty shit is a problem. Yeah, it's certainly not their decision. It's somebody else up top's decision. It ain't Blizzard's decision to do that shit. But I miss it. All right, I need to go get new water and take some more allergy meds, man. I'm dying right now. So I'll be right back. While I'm gone, no revolts, no excommunications, no revolutions. I'll be good, all right? You be. Yo, I just saw the fattest fucking squirrel tackle another squirrel, and the two of them fall off the tree, potentially to their deaths. I fucking love living in Canada, man. We see some shit here, bro. Like, holy, man. That was like Mortal Kombat outside. I heard some shit. I like went to the window. I like look out, and I just see like this unit. This like, I was like, is that a raccoon? Is that someone's dog? No, man. It's a well-fed chunker. A big boy. Getting them nuts for the winter. You see some shit out here when you live out. As far as I do. Squirrel Mortal Kombat is actually more common than you'd think. So. A wizard in real life? Wait, who is? Lorcan is? Main class everyone's playing Baldur's Gate. Why do you think, Garthan, so many people play paladins? I assume you've seen that like Larian chart or whatever of the most played classes. Why do you think so many people played paladins, and why do you think so little people played clerics? I think the cleric is easy because everybody likes Shadowheart. Everybody wants like a hot goth elf chick to party up with, and like she's already healer, so like why not? It's not like any other class in D&D can heal. So like I get that, but why paladin? Why everyone want to be paladin, man? It makes me feel less cool for wanting to be a paladin. I was told it's because they're broken. They're not broken. Dude, a fighter with action surge and a toothpick can kill you better than a paladin can. People aren't playing paladins because they're broken. This is Baldur's Gate. This is a game where people like are like being seduced by like hot elf dudes and Gale. Ain't nobody's playing this game because they're a serious player. All right. No one's power gaming this past like the first 200 people. And I'm wondering who these individuals are that are like all choosing Paladin. Is Paladin just the best class in any fantasy? Does everybody just want to be a Paladin? Wait, what direction are we shading here? Sometimes I forget my hatching. So just want to romance Karlach, does that count? I guess. Makes you a power gamer, a power Karlach gamer. I'm telling you, man, I'm going through this entire game without romancing a single person. I'm a paladin. I'm vowed to my oath. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the full playthrough, man. The Baldur's Gate Nuzlocke challenge. Challenge is not to get locked in no nuzzles, man. What are you what are you talking about? Get that Gale shit out of here, man. He's trying to teach me how to cast magic. I don't know how to cast magic. Karlach just wants a hug. Yeah. So did ex-wife, but she still travels with you in Baldur's Gate trying to get fucking alimony. It's awful. Alright. I should... Man. I really should... figure out these selections before I start doing my hatching. You think I'd learn at a certain point in time? And yet here we are. Simeon's doing an Oathbreaker Paladin and Warlock immediately murdering Tiefling at the beginning. Is Simeon playing the Dark Urge origin? Or like how serial killer chaotic is Simeon going here? Because I don't know anyone who chose the Dark Urge as their first playthrough. But I might just have infinite gamer respect for Simeon here. I mean, I already do for killing the tieflings, but, you know. He likes to be evil? Alright. He's the chosen one. He is the chosen one. The true endgame of Baldur's Gate. He should get out of here with that romance shit. I want to stab and cut a fool. Hey, I respect it, like I said. Alright, why does she have cosmic space thighs? Because what are you gonna do about it? That's what I thought. That's what I fucking thought, alright? Astral Sage. Did you miss my why Paladin comment? I didn't. Cleric's low because Shadowheart. Yeah, that's what I figured. But why Paladin? I think strength plus charisma for Paladin, strength for carrying capacity, charisma for talking to people, both on their main character. That's true. That's actually really true. I forgot about that. But yeah, it would suck to play a low strength character in Baldur's Gate, wouldn't it? And then yeah, I guess there's lots of well, is there that many charisma? I guess you want to use persuasion a lot, but I think I've used intimidation more than persuasion in those opportunities. Do you guys think that Baldur's Gate is going to make D&D players worse, like new D&D players? I've wondered this with Baldur's Gate because it has so many like choices that are like slapped in your face. I worry that it's going to make D&D players worse, like new D&D players, like expectant. Their DM's going to be like, all right, so you find yourself in the jail and the guard walks by and says, you are ugly. What do you do? I'm worried the Baldur's Gate players are going to be like, well, what can I do? Can I use intimidation to intimidate the guard to let me out? Can I use persuasion to persuade the guard to let me out? Can I use strength to break the bars? Like, which one is it, DM? You know, I worry that Baldur's Gate players are going to be expecting and anticipating a prompt from the DM, you know? And like, on my experience though, my players got more invested and became better players because of Baldur's Gate, because they were like, oh, we can do all this crazy shit, we can like throw barrels and stuff. And then so the last time we played D&D, my players were way more engaged in the world around them, and it was really cool to watch. But I worry that some players are going to be expectant of the DMs to prompt them for their skills checks more often, which I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, I don't know. I'm the horny druid who wants to fix Karlach's little metal heart and pet talk to all the animals. What? Of course you're playing a druid. Of course. What? Fishy, whenever there's a hole that I can't fit through that you have to like become like a rodent or something to get through, are those ever worth it? Because I walk by them all the time, and my paladin's just like, no chance I'm fitting in there. And then I walk by. Right? Are they ever worth it? Is there like cool loot in there or what? When I hear about Symbian, the more I imagine how unhinged they are. It'd be super interesting to see Baldur's Gate impacts D&D tables. Something can be way better, some things can get way worse. True. Your wife carries all the things for you. Who's your wife? No safe scumming in D&D. I don't have any problem with safe scumming in Baldur's Gate. There are certain things, certain times, like I will accept no safe scumming if I'm not losing content. But on my stream playthrough, I lost the ability to buy or to get the alchemist lab underneath the blighted village because I missed a perception roll. Because I missed a perception roll, you guys are gonna remove all this like cool shit? Like, no, nah, fuck that, man, fuck that, nah, I ain't about that. So, I have no moral quandary against safe scummers in Baldur's Gate. You can't moral high ground me. Oh, that's on the wrong layer. That's why it looks bad and weird and dumb. There we go. We fixed it. God, I'm a god at this shit. Um. All right, she's getting there, man. She's getting there. Karlach. Oh, right. Okay. I don't know how you get through. Wait, I thought you just have to be a tiny creature. Instant-nuked your wife, then I met her to get an item? Wait, you instant-nuked Karlach? Really? So your will's normal? Damn, I should have done that. I'm not even using Karlach because barbarians suck. Imagine being a barbarian. Like, holy shit. I get you want to be useless, but why don't you rage about it? That's a general D&D player sentiment too. And that ain't even my take on Baldur's Gate. I've been missing Baldur's Gate though. I haven't played it in like 3 or 4 days. I didn't play it all weekend. I'm excited to get back to it, but I'm so afraid of the experience just like ending too fast. And then what? What do I have in my life after that? Once Baldur's Gate is gone, what do I have going for myself? I don't hang out with friends. I don't play games with people. I don't enjoy playing D&D. What am I going to do after Baldur's Gate's gone? Sit around and watch anime? Well, that's not going to happen. I'll find a new game to waste my time with. I hope we're not going to be hearing about Baldur's Gate affecting D&D like we hear people talking about Critical Role. Oh no, the Baldur's Gate effect? What do you think the first Reddit post is going to look like, Viddy? Will chills at the camp getting ignored? Yeah, mine too. The people in the party are my paladin, my brother's barbarian, and shadow honey. You don't play with a fourth, really? For the worst, when I need to swap Karlach out for another party member to do story stuff, it's like saying no to a puppy. Oh, she is pretty cool. Shadowheart is okay to swap out. Everyone else is so entitled when I want to swap them out. I've never swapped out Shadow Honey. What does she say? She's just like, all right, cool. Gale's just like, are you sure, man? You sure you want me to swap out? I don't mind, but you might be fucking up. Are you throwing? You might be throwing. I'm like, shut up, Will. Or Gale. Same thing. If I wanted your opinion, I would have asked a fucking OnlyFans subscriber, because that's all Gale is. Oh, my goddess has an OnlyFans. I'll be a top tier donor. All right. Congratulations, Gale. That's your entire backstory. Really just 2v everything and have Shadowheart in the background spamming heals and spiritual weapon. Okay, that's fair. You got Shadowheart's response exactly right. Perfect. Perfect. Good. Of course I know Shadow Honey. I've never swapped her out because I've never wanted to like be without my healer. My paladin does not have enough heals on him. He can cure light wounds or smite things. And then lay on hands once in a while. Hit the Dark Urge, you can accidentally cut off Gale's hand and not have him. And that's really funny. I saw that. I saw like a video about all the Dark Urge shit. And I do enjoy that. I approve. I would thoroughly enjoy having done a Dark Urge playthrough at the beginning. But alas, I didn't, because I'm too chicken shit. Too much of a wuss to play a real D&D campaign. The real D&D protagonist, like the Dark Urge. I think the Dark Urge is brilliant though, because it adds a whole nother playability, like level playability and replayability for players. So you can go through the campaign once and actually get a different story with the Dark Urge. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cracked. All right, where's my chain brush? Chain brush. Ooh. That's too small. Yeah, alright, fine. We gotta do some delicate art surgery right now. Okay, be careful. This is like the important thing for detail, I think, in my work is layering bullshit that nobody asked for. Now, to go to our line work. And do some carving, man. And hopefully when I raise the opacity, it all looks good. Maybe it'll look like trash. Who knows? I certainly don't know. Maybe we'll finish this piece tomorrow, actually. That or I might work on Ashy's D&D character tomorrow. One of the two. Thanks to Baldur's Gate, my D&D party waits around expectantly after I finish my NPC dialogue for dialogue options. Plus, they keep picking up random things and selling them to the first merchant they see for the whole session. I do that in my D&D game. I sell, whenever I'm playing, I sell everything. I buy like a cart and a donkey, and I will sell everything I get. And I make so much money in my D&D games, and I do so much better. I invest in better things than the rest of my party as well. They're like, oh, I want to buy a fancy vest so I look fancy. I'm like, I want to buy a whole bunch of alchemist's fire. In a Star Wars game once, I ended the game by blowing up the last boss with an arena full of thermal detonators that cost us several million credits. And the GM, my friend John, was like, you know what? You invested a lot into this. I'll allow it. I want to see it happen. Like, thank you. Give me my moment. And I appreciated that. Okay, it's a little lost in the texture, but it's fine. It looks fine. It looks fine. Man, it's crazy when you take away the fill layers, how much you lose on it, right? What are all these fucking layers I've got? Like 8 extra layers hanging around. Well, cut off Gale's hand, not to deal with them. Oh. Bro, what do you have against Gale? What did he ever do to you? I'm so intrigued as to where the Gale trauma came from for you and your brother. At least I understand hating Astarion. I mean, he tried to bite me. He bit me, actually. I let him bite me. I shouldn't have. Then he started flirting with me. Never... I should have learned this during the Twilight Era. Never let a vampire bite you. Like, just ever. I'm just gonna stop engaging with party members that I don't like. I'm gonna sell the Infernal Iron I get, so Karlach never gets a real heart. I'm just gonna let Gale blow up. Use his cantrip thing. I'm never gonna have Astarion be well fed ever again. He eats my gold. What do you mean? I'm greedy. That's fair. Astarion almost got himself killed when he did that. Yep. Did he try and bite you or your brother? No. What's fishy? It's fine. Let me enjoy my game the way I want to. Let me make sure Karlach never knows what it's like to get a hug. I want to sell the Infernal Iron, bro. It's a lot of money. Wait, so if you kill the Tieflings and you kill Damon, do you just never get to... Does Carla just never get to hug again? Is that a thing? Damn. I just realized that. You're dependent on one NPC being around. Players and roll a save and ruining the... Oh no! Ruining their playthrough? You don't let that, as a DM, you don't let them re-roll the save? Oh man, that's tragic. I wonder if people are gonna expect that resurrection's as easy as it is in Baldur's Gate. I want to go to Withered Gym and I want to resurrect my party companion. I'm sorry, Maggie, you can't. Why? I couldn't Baldur's Gate. It was the ones with ex-wife, so it's fine. Oh, okay. Got it. I thought I was gonna have to kill ex-wife at some point in time, but thankfully I've. You ever know? Okay, you ever notice how this game is so convenient with like a party member being just like the same sort of like, I believe in this thing entirely. I believe in Vlaakith, in killing Karlach, in fucking Shar, and I'm not gonna change. And then you do one thing and they're like, oh my god, I'm completely changed. It's like, wait, this is too convenient. This is too easy. This is too easy, man. Some of these characters, I feel like the writing needs some help. I'm buying their D&D characters too efficiently. Are Astral Sages proficient with armor? And if they're not, which they aren't, I don't think, how do we give them armor? How do we augment their AC? Would it be OP for Astral Sages to gain temporary hit points every single turn? I just realized that we're designing a traditional Astral Sage outfit here for Ella, but I actually have no idea if Astral Sages can wear armor or not. Stop ex-wife from killing Shadowheart early on, but then I encouraged Shadowheart to murder ex-wife. Did she? The reason I'm not super down with Shadowheart is because she's like super racist against ex-wife at the beginning. I didn't really get why at all. Oh, well, that's fine. It's just a Githyanki. Yeah, it's not. It's just a Githyanki. Like, come on, bro. Do you want to be green? No, exactly. Do we want to give them armor? How do all the D&D classes augment their AC that are casters that don't wear armor? Mage armor for wizards. Wonder what we should do about this, because this actually impacts the design. No context for that? Yeah, you don't need any. No, Githyanki are the bad guys. All of them. There's no good Githyanki. Lae'zel's dead body just sits at camp, does not go away. Really? Her corpse just sits there? So wait, you can't kill Gale though, right? Because you have to resurrect Gale after 3 days or else you lose the game? Unarmored defense, Barkskin, yeah. Armored defense, mage armor, Barkskin. What do sorcerers do? Sorcerers get mage armor, right? What do we give Astral Sages? Most Githyanki are super racist against anyone not Githyanki. Most? I can lose the game by killing Gale? Yeah, you can. Wait, really? Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'll let you go. Sorcerers and warlocks get mage armor. Right. Okay. So, like, I guess we just rebrand mage armor. Right? What does Barkskin do? What is the wording on Barkskin? 5e Barkskin. Touch a willing creature until the spell ends. The target's skin has a rough but bark-like appearance. The target's AC can be less than 16, regardless of what kind of armor it's wearing. Right. For an hour. That's only an hour, though. Mage armor is like 10 hours? What is the mage armor? 8 hours. Mage armor is 8 hours. Touch a willing creature isn't wearing armor and protective magic forces surround it until the spell ends. The target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dex modifier. Spell ends if the target doesn't dons armor or you dismiss the spell as an action. What do we give Astral Sages then? They're wearing no armor. We know they can shield, right? Because they can shield party members, giving them temporary hit points. So how would our Astral Sage magic be? What if they have to use their cantrip temporary hit points for themselves for shielding? That's not as cool. Now I want it to be something that is passive, that they can apply and just be done with it if they want. Like Astral Barrier. Astral Barrier makes it so barrier tattoos. I don't want to make tattoos mandatory, but yeah, I like the idea of being some sort of an astral barrier. Sorcerers, wizards, and druids also have access to absorb elements. It seems like more about damage mitigation and making them hard to hit with blur. What if sages could spend a rune? One of their runes, that like single rune spells that they can spend, is it gives them a large temporary hit point shield. For how long? Not until the next turn. No, 1 hour would be too much time, wouldn't it? 10 minutes? Like you gain like a 20 temporary hit point shield. Maybe. What if whenever you give somebody temporary, whenever you grant temporary hit points to an allied character, you also gain that many temporary hit points? So you shield one person for 4, you shield another person for 4, and you have 4 yourself. You always get to free cast a shield on yourself if you're choosing to cast shields on other people. Is that OP? That might be OP. That's a lot of shielding. That's a lot of free temporary hit points for the Sage. But you have to lose your cantrip. You lose your turn to shield somebody else for a turn. And it only lasts for a turn. But you never have to make the choice as to whether or not you want to shield yourself or an ally. You always are doing the ally. So their bits and bobs fly around to intercept incoming attacks. So I was considering that the Astral Atlas could do something, because the Atlas is an important part of the Sage that I want to think about. You know, the Atlas is giving you some sort of protection or whatever. Mirror Image is great too. Could steal some inspiration from the Abjuration Wizard. Mirror Image. How would we rebrand that? I don't want to force sages, so we could have like Atara was saying, some of these like things that float around them, the metal that floats around them, we could have them like as sort of a blade ward, like a barrier that increases their AC, makes them harder to hit slightly. The Sage naturally has shit floating around them at all times. And those things can act to increase your AC. We just give them a static AC bonus of like 2. Just all Astral Sages get a static +2. As long as they're not wearing armor, they get a static +2 AC bonus because of their little like blade thingies floating around, which could be like rocks, could be trinkets, could be baubles. How temp HP scale from low level to higher level? So the way that the cantrip works, and I'm pretty set on this being the way it works, with maybe small variations. So Astral Sages have a cantrip available to them. They have one cantrip, and it's their Astral Sage casting. So at various levels, they gain D6s that they can do whatever they want with them. So I think this is the formula that we went with. So, okay, so you get, at level 1, you have 2 D6s. At level 4, you get access to a third D6. At level 8, you get access to 4. 12, you get access to 5. And 16, you get access to 6. May change that to 17 instead of 16. What the D6s do is you can use them to make attacks or to shield allies. So you can say, I have 4 D6s. I'm going to use one of my D6s to shield an ally for 1d6 temporary hit points. No modifiers, I don't think. 1d6 temporary hit points. I'm going to take 2d6 of mine and make one attack against this enemy with these 2 d6s. I'm going to take my last d6 and make it one attack against this second enemy. Right? You can divide and spend your d6s to make attacks with or to shield allies. And there was an idea of you could like remove d6s from the pool to do AoE, or you could like remove d6s in the pool to convert them to shields. But I don't like that. I don't think it was OP at all. I don't think the worry of having to shield players all the time, if you have access to temporary hit point shield every turn as a cantrip, you're still spending your entire fucking turn doing that. So I don't necessarily have a problem with that. Where if you get into a point where you want to spend every turn shielding your paladin or whoever's tanking, go for it. I don't think D&D lends itself to that kind of boring raid mechanic that I think that it'd be a problem. I think that you're going to have to be casting and using your spells and doing damage and cantripping and whatnot. I want to make cantripping more interesting for sages without giving them a lot of different spells. Big picture, what problem are you trying to solve? Make them tankier? Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm just trying to make, like, every non-armor wearing class has a way to make themselves a little bit more tanky. I want to figure out what the Sage is going to be without them just having a 10 AC plus Dex mod, and that's it. Right? So we could buff it up a little bit and give them like a static +2 AC so long as they're not wearing armor, and so long as they are controlling an Astral Atlas or Astral whatever. We could give them a spell where they make them where they like mage armor, like blur, like whatever. Give them some defensive spells. We could give them just the ability to give themselves temporary hit points, so they always have temp hit points if they're choosing to use shields. So if you shield if you have 3 party members and you have access to 4 dice, then you can do like because would it be that if you give your paladin 46 of dice, then it can't just be whenever you give temporary hit points, you also get that many temporary hit points? Because then you could give your paladin like 46 of temp HP, and then you also get 46. That's too much. We're basing this off of somewhere in between Sacred Flame and Firebolt damage. Which we can budget for. So Sacred Flame is average of 18 damage at level 17. Firebolt is an average of 22 damage at level 17. The Sage at 5d6 is 17.5, which is less than both, but you can shield with it. Which might be the play. But I think there's something satisfying about having 66. You know? Reflection ability or reaction ability to reduce damage with floaty shard bits. That could be cool. How would you design that though? 'Cause I can't think, like, it's cool in theory, but I don't know how you would word it or design it. Hypothetically, you could make it so that they always get shielded, but mechanically make applying temporary HP in a barrier in a straight line the way you can utilize shielding others, but you can't go through terrain and shields. Wait, all creatures in a straight line? Why is that? What is that fix that allowing you to shield whoever you want doesn't? Like, just theoretically. Like, do you think being able to shield however many people you want to shield is a problem? That you'd want to mitigate it and limit it down to a straight line? That should be another magic item that you could buy or craft for the... Oh, I see. So you need to, like, lose trinkets whenever they absorb an attack or whatever. That's interesting. Yeah. I can see that. Positioning mainly. So it makes positioning, so to me it feels like we're just adding a difficulty curve onto it for no reason, which I think is cool. I just worry about mechanically what is cooler, being able to like shield your whole party around you, or having to like set up and position and then you can shield them. And I worry that's too much effort for D&D players, right? That if you have like a spell like that in a World of Warcraft raid or whatever, that makes sense. Like the monk chi burst, where it heals everything in a straight line and damages everything in a straight line that it hits. That's really cool. But I worry that D&D players don't like D&D players positioning is a little different, because in World of Warcraft you can say melee together, range together. And so you could do positioning based things like that, where you try and hit your melee in your range, you try and hit a bunch of the melee and the tanks or whatever. But in D&D, it feels like to me in the average D&D combat, your paladin is in front with a shield hitting the boss. The barbarian is behind the paladin chewing on the boss's lower calf muscles. The rogue is in a chandelier with no pants on, shooting his bow with his foot. The fucking bard is in the tavern in the town you just left 20 minutes ago, and the wizard is carving out with a small shovel, a little trowel, a hole to hide in so that he can throw fireballs. I personally, in my experience, I don't see it ever being that easy to hit more than one player with a line attack, unless it's you're going for the melee. So I think it's cool to and honestly, I like that idea. I want to have cool mechanics like that, like dealing things in a line instead of just cones and radiuses. I want to deal in a line, or I kind of have this idea of a spell that deals damage in a star pattern, right? This might be kind of difficult to do, but it deals damage and you can choose a constellation. So you can choose different constellations and it'll deal damage to every square in that constellation pattern or whatever. Or you can choose a box or whatever and deal damage in that constellation between them or whatever. And so something in between in the middle will be fine, but if you set up two guys or whatever, I don't know, it's more of the constellation design for how to do and weird boxes for dealing damage is much more of a digital D&D thing than anything else. And I worry it'd be too digital for players to really get on board with, but I don't know. Fuck, man. I gotta think about this. Anyway, my throat's fucking killing me. I don't know what I did, but I have been in misery with my throat. I think it's just dry and I'm having allergies. I think I was also snoring last night, maybe. So I don't think I can talk anymore, honestly. I don't know if you guys are detecting I hope you're not detecting my voice fading, but my voice is fading fast. Now, 3 or 4 shield brooches on your belt, and they do work they do the work by themselves. It gets you through the first few encounters, so the evil DM can drain your abilities just in time for the boss fight. Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of the shields being I don't know, you have to spend them or whatever. You get so many charges at the beginning of the day, and you spend them. Can even apply that idea into an energy sort of thing or whatever. The stars in these constellations deal more, and the lines deal less. I don't know. Probably not. That'd be too complicated. But it'd be cool if we did that. But either way, I think that's about as far as we're gonna get today. My voice is just fucking killing me. I'm sorry. So we're gonna cut stream a little bit short, but it's fine because we got the important work done, which is important. And we got to be done stream at a reasonable time today, so that Thorkin can play World of Warcraft hardcore, which is what I am going to vicariously play that game through him. So I need him to be on his best and ready for it. But thanks for chilling today. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for relaxing, for I don't know, just being cool. Either way, I'll be live tomorrow. We might do a new project tomorrow. Actually, I hope I'm live tomorrow. I hope my voice isn't getting worse. I hope I'm not sick. That'd be bad. I already missed one stream this week. That'd be fucking tragic. Cool. Anyway, have a great rest of your day. Have a cool, I don't know, be cool on your World of Warcraft release. Don't go too hard. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. If I don't see you, make sure you play D&D over the weekend and make sure you TPK your party. I don't say it enough, but if y'all aren't TPKing your parties, I'm always saying support your local artists, TPK your party. And what happens? Oh, my party found a cauldron. Oh, great. Doesn't sound like they found a bomb. So fix it. All right. Have a great day. Talk to you all later. Until next time, my friends. Farewell.